And
I'm much taller than he is. Like, I look down at him when I talk to him.
Really?
Yeah. If you put us face to face, his head is so much bigger than his body's just wider than mine. He looks like the capital letter H.
Your belly is so much bigger.
My belly is bigger.
What's happening with the belly?
I think it's just visceral fat.
Visceral? What does that mean?
It's hard. It's not like soft. It's hard as shit.
Can I touch it?
Yeah, please.
Please. That's what it's called. And it's all split up into stuff that's my feelings about children, just to tell you the truth, anti. It's all anti. And the second part is just adulthood type stuff, but those are all things that you really, those experiences you can't have once you have children. It's all that. So it's really a lot of that. It's really a lot of a response to everyone my age now, having kids, familying up. So I was going to ask Bert about that, about what's the joy he gets out of it. But we got sidetracked. We started talking about Bert is fat because we started talking about how Tom has lost weight. Tom Segura. Segura calls in, by the way, in this episode. We use Kreischer's beautiful, beautiful iPhone. Oh, my God. It's so much better than my Gravity 2. Guys, yeah, I had the Gravity 3. I had it for a while. The pocket calls were too much. That's the real lesser of two evils this election year. Do you go Gravity 3, pocket calls and easier text, or Gravity 2, no pocket calls, but way more tougher to text? It's not an easy decision. It's not an easy decision. You don't have a good candidate like Bag of Tarantulas. 2016. So anyway, so we talked about that. So the episode is called Bert is Fat. And then I'll let you decide who's fatter, but you'll see this bet we made. I don't see a chance in hell of me losing this bet. I don't see a chance in hell. So the special went great, I should just tell you. The special went amazing. The set, the stage, Michael Bricker did a great job setting up the stage. Everything was fucking golden. I start editing on Monday. In LA. They're going to leave that stage. The stage rebuilt, the backdrop rebuilt. That's going to be the new backdrop for Cap City Comedy Club. Because the old one they just couldn't take down. It wasn't very good looking and they couldn't take it down. So you're welcome, everyone who sees shows there. Yeah, it went great, you guys. It went great. The Yonder people came. If you don't know what Yonder is, they donated their time and their product. If you go to overyonder.com, YONDR, no E. It's these pouches you put your cell phone in, so you can't use your phone during shows. They also work during parties and stuff like that. It's great. It's great. Could not be happier with it. So what happens is, you guys know what happens in the movies. When the movies started, as people were using their cell phones, for a couple years, we had an unwritten rule. Obviously, you're not going to take your phone out during a movie. But then in the last year or two, that's gone away. As people get more addicted to their cell phones, less and less people can stop themselves from going to check. And they won't talk. They won't outright talk. That's a crazy level of disrespect. But they'll text, and then you see this light flashing next to you, trying to get lost in a fucking rom-com or some dark movie, 12 Years a Slave, and then somebody's got their phone out. It takes you out of it. We all agree on that. And I think even the people who take their phone out would kind of agree, but they still sort of feel more self-absorbed, kind of like texting and driving, where people are like, I know it's dangerous, but I still do it. So Yonder developed these pouches that you can't open up. They're with a magnet, a powerful magnet, the kind that you use on pants and stuff when you have that, that dye pouch that comes off if you steal it. So no dye pouch, but it's just a pouch, and you put your phone in there. Hopefully you can turn it off if you have the guts to actually turn it off for 2 hours, to get lost in a fucking comedy show, to get really invested in what's going on. But if not, if you have kids, let's say, and you're one of those super self-absorbed people, because almost like everyone has kids, like, well, I have kids, my experience is more important than everyone else's experience. That's whenever you see somebody texting in a comedy show, or even talking, that happens. They're like, well, I have kids. I'm like, okay, why can't you do that in the lobby? Why can't you make your call in the lobby? I get you have kids. Why are you disrupting the show? It's almost like this catch-all of like no one can say a word as long as you say the term, I have children. So you can leave your phone on vibrate, and if it's in this pouch that's unlockable, you can't unlock it. As soon as you hear it vibrate, you go out to the lobby, you touch it to this magnetic base, pouch opens up. Within 20 seconds of you hearing a vibration, You can be on your phone. And it worked great. Everyone got lost in the show. A couple people were like, well, what is this? And they didn't want to do it. But even if you didn't want to take your own phone out, if you were like, well, I'm never going to take my phone out. So what? Yeah, but it's about the people around you too, not disrupting you and your experience. So just everyone put it away. It's great. Within 7-8 minutes after the show, the line came out. It's just really just touch it to this thing. The pouch opens up. Just touch it, and then you have your phone. You can do it for parties too. If you're having a party and you want to rent these Yonder things, they're only like $2-3 a piece to rent for your parties. It's great. You make everyone talk to each other. I mean, that's what happens. In the old days before cell phones, when I was like at a club with Rogan, I remember being at a club in Florida, and I smoked an entire pack of cigarettes in 2 hours because I was so uncomfortable socially there that I had to go outside and be like, oh, I got to go smoke a cigarette. Just have some excuse to get away. So what people do now is they just use their cell phones. So it takes away that escape and then makes you get lost. Do it for parties. Try it once. Try it. Like, guys, today, Thanksgiving, whatever, we're all using this over Yonder. Nobody's going to be on their cell phones. One guy is in charge of pictures, and that's it. Anyway, the special went great. Thank you to everyone who was there. Thank you to Cap City Comedy Club for really bending over backwards to make sure everything went right. What a great, great club. What a great, great, great club. All right, you guys, well, let's start the episode. Let's start the episode. No matter what happens today, by the way, in the election, I just want you to know that I will never stop choking women during sex. This will have no effect on that. Ladies and gentlemen, Ari Shaffir Skeptic Tank, episode 284. Bert is fat. With Bert Kreischer starts now. And don't forget, set your DVRs. 10 o'clock Eastern on Showtime. Friday night. Bert's new special. Let's start. And two things I forgot to put in. One, watch This Is Not Happening this Thursday night at midnight on Comedy Central, Eastern Time, 11 o'clock Central. Comedy Central. Set your DVR. Set your DVR from midnight to 12:33, because otherwise it cuts off stuff. And Bert Kreischer's episode of This Is Not Happening will be Thursday night, December 1st at midnight. Well, I guess December 2nd at midnight, or 11 o'clock December 1st, Central Time on Comedy Central. Set your DVRs for that too. He's on with Russell Peters and Sean Flannery, which might be the best story of the year, Sean Flannery. Kreischer's actually might be also. I got one story left. All right, let's start the episode. Ari Shaffir Skeptic Tank, episode 284. Bert is fat with Bert Kreischer.
Hey, 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 it's Bert Albert, and I'm gonna sing a song for you. And Bill's gonna show you a thing or two. You'll have some fun now with me and all the gang, learning from each other while we do our thing. Na, 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 gonna have a good time. Hey, hey.
This is Bill Cosby coming at you with music and fun. And if you're not careful, you may learn something before it's done. Hey, hey, hey.
The AOL thing where you
AOL chat?
Yeah, where you were like, the assassination. That's the only way to get effect change. Huffington Post. That's the only thing I saw you on.
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. And it would happen way later after whatever I was promoting. That's when it started really making the rounds.
It's funny because I think podcasts are the most unique users. Like people who go, oh, I'm a fan. I'm going to tune in.
Yeah. Also, people listen on their phones, so right then they can go to like download something.
Yeah, and it can keep playing.
Yeah.
And you can go, oh, cool, Amazon,
yeah.
Or I'll set my DVR. But man, I don't know how much those satellite radio tours move the needle.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it does. Like if you're doing radio in a town, it helps sales, right? You've heard that. I heard you on.
That does not help sales.
Going on radio?
No.
You don't think so?
There are 9 cities where that helps.
I know places. In Omaha.
I went in Toledo and I did the country station.
Yeah.
And they were like, trust me, this is the biggest show in this market. Guy had no idea who I was. And we did 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe 15 minutes. And by the way, I fucking muscled to connect with him. Like, I did not just go in like a dick. I muscled. Like, I was like,
To make it work.
oh, I made it work for him. I was like,
Yeah.
I found our common thread. I pushed it. He loved me, walked out, did not help a fucking bit.
Really?
Yeah. Just did,
sometimes I get people like, I heard you on the so-and-so and so-and-so morning show.
it totally, Philly totally helps. DC fucking is a game changer. Yeah. You do Elliot in the morning, and you'll sell out 6 shows, no questions asked.
He doesn't have me because I'm too dirty?
No?
I wonder what the reason he doesn't have me. I remember something.
I don't know. Do you do another show there?
O&A maybe? Does he hate O&A?
They're not O&A
Maybe
fans.
something like that.
O&A used to be fucking pretty. I think they used to go after him, and it's him, not him by himself. He's got a team with him, but it's just Elliot. It's not like he's got like fucking 9 guys in a room like O&A did. And so it's like, leave
me alone, guys.
He's like, well, and he didn't give a fuck. He was like, I'm doing my own thing. I'm not fucking with you. Why? And that was the O&A brand back then, was just attack anyone for any reason at all. And then it came back on them.
People attack.
when you watch, like, one of the most interesting things was when Anthony got kicked off and you watched the Pest split.
About who they're going to support.
And just brutal.
Yeah, they were in disarray. Oh. Like, who do we use our horrible energy towards?
We don't know who to hate and who to like.
Yeah.
but yeah, Elliot will fucking move it out. Cowhead still. Paul and Young Ron. There are a bunch of really great stations.
Yeah.
But
you think most don't even help for local sales?
I don't. Like, we were in...
I think it helps if people are like, oh, fuck, Bert, I didn't know you were in town, man. I heard you on so-and-so.
We go to Toledo, and...
First of all, why?
Not Toledo. I went to Dayton this week.
Yeah.
And they were like...
double why. That is a depressed town.
Dayton is fucking rough.
The only thing about Dayton is that one girl, and she moved.
Wait, who was the girl?
Some girl I met. Yeah, it's only go for me.
I get in the car. I had a good week in Dayton.
Yeah.
But I was like, I get in the car and the guy tells me, the cab driver says, the population in Dayton's exactly the same as it was in 1970.
Really?
I said, that can't be good. He goes, oh, it's horrible here, man. We're divided. We got 50% blacks. They don't like the whites. No, all the businesses left Dayton, and just starts literally explaining why I should never go back to Dayton ever again. I was like, holy shit. It's fucking
depressed there.
It is, dude. I would make a joke about Trump, and not like a joke one way or the other. Like, you guys should vote for Hillary or you guys should vote for Trump. I just made a joke about Trump, and they're like, you're in Trump country here. You better watch yourself.
Oh man, people get so upset.
I was like, okay, great.
You better watch yourself.
I really think that. The one thing that'll surprise everyone is I guarantee you there is a fucking ton of people that are not telling everyone they're going to vote for Trump. They're afraid to say it out loud.
Yeah.
That will vote for Trump?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what they do about polls, like the Kinsey polls they did on sexuality.
Yeah.
They were like, how much do you dream about having sex with someone other than your husband? And the results were way lower than actuality because they needed to make it hey, listen, no one's going to hear this.
It's like if you did a poll, have you ever said the N-word? They'll be like, oh, no one's ever said it.
Imagine that. Not one person's ever said it.
Racism isn't as bad as they say.
I did a poll.
I sat on the corner and asked people if they've ever said the N-word. I have a joke where I say Negro in it.
Yeah.
That word I think is so funny.
Negro?
Yeah. I'm talking to Ralph Sampson. I was like, read my lips, Negro. But I was 13 years old when I said it. And some black guy came back and he goes, I haven't heard Negro in a long time.
You know what I like saying to keep black people just on edge sometimes is say that because it's not wrong, but it feels wrong. To be like, well, you're a black.
like have you ever heard the South Africans say it?
Blick.
Blick. Look at this blick.
That was in what was that Mel Gibson movie with the black guy when they were buddy cops? The series.
Oh yeah. Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, and then he goes into the consulate. Danny Glover goes into the South African consulate. He goes, "I'd like to go to South Africa, please." The guy goes, "But you're black." Me and my brother quoted that for like 2 years. But you're black.
But you. Oh, I want to party with Mel Gibson.
Yeah, talk some fucking
bad
shit about some Jews. I do too.
Just like if you got a fucking call, like and you're like, hey, it's UTA. We got a weird request. Mel Gibson's just chilling out at his Malibu mansion, and he wants you guys to come down. And he's fallen off the wagon just for the weekend. He's going into rehab, but he just wants someone to party with.
Yeah,
I fucking love that. I would love to fucking watch him unwind.
Would be pretty cool.
Oh, just his fucking theories when he's
man. No, have another drink.
Yeah, come on, man. Let's take a ride.
Let's take a ride down the coast.
Like fucking Robert Downey Jr. Like I never understood when Robert Downey Jr. got naked went naked with a handgun in a convertible driving around Malibu. You're like,
what is it about Malibu that makes you feel like untouchable? Both those guys are.
And how is Tosh such a square? He just fucking wakes up, does yoga, meditates,
does he
surfs.
live in Malibu?
Yeah, he's got a mansion in Malibu.
Mansion. He's been around for a while now. Tosh, doing well.
I said to him the other night, I was like, why don't you ever invite me down?
Yeah.
Like, I'd love to go surfing for the day. I'd love to have a vacation for my life at your house.
Yeah.
Fucking come down and just fucking meditate with you and paddleboard with dolphins.
Yeah, rake your fucking Zen garden.
Fucking C9s walking around.
Dude, when you walk down that beach in Malibu, Benji, you know Benji Aflalo?
Oh.
He's not a door guy anymore at the Comedy Store. He's a regular. But
I think I know him then.
he wrote for Nikki's show.
Yeah, I know who he is, yeah.
But his grandmother has a place there, and his parents have a place there, and we would go there and do mushrooms a bunch. And he would like say, like, stay there with a girl. When you walking down that street and you just pass by all these other winners, and everyone's like, "Hi, how are you today?"
Yeah,
like, great, you too, right? Like, yeah, me too. Everyone's just winning there.
Oh, I fucking want that. One of the things I want to do that I think would be really cool is paddleboard down the coast of Malibu just to go sightseeing.
Paddleboard all the way down.
Paddleboard by all the mansions.
You would have to bring some sort of lunch and dinner and breakfast with you.
Yeah. Why? Is it that long?
No, I mean, I can't see you going for hours without, like,
dude,
eating.
Wait, did Tommy really look skinny?
He lost weight, man.
Shut up.
Dude, I'm telling you, I was for sure on Team Thomas Fat.
Yeah.
I mean, no question.
But lost weight, or was it the clothes he was wearing?
I mean, it could be that.
Because he has got the kind of fat that would
refuse to show me himself without his shirt on.
Dude, he's got the kind of body that it can cover well.
Right.
But man, his tits have fallen off to the sides. Like, you know how like fat people, their tits fall off to the sides?
Yeah.
He's got that.
Really?
He's got, dude, yes. Yeah, he has got breasts. Like, there's no, and he doesn't do cardio.
What does he do?
He fucking power lifts.
He's eating high-fat diets now. That's what Simone said. High-fat, low-carb diet.
Oh, that's not going to backfire on him. The second he has a bagel and it just explodes. We've been waiting for this.
He's waiting on to bind to.
We've been waiting for something to bind to. I'm going to his tits. I'm going to his thighs.
Cover me. Cover me. I'm going to the tits.
I'm staying at the double chin.
He said he lost 22 pounds. That's sizable.
That's a lot.
Are you doing anything to lose weight at all?
No. Yeah. I mean, I do CrossFit, but I do CrossFit and I jog.
It's 90% diet. All that
it
shit
is all fucking diet.
Dude, so I got in shape a little bit, just ate healthy for the last month heading to this special.
Yeah.
Just want to look good, you know?
Yeah.
Cut down on booze and weed. And I'm going to start eating garbage now. But man, when I take my shirt off, it's just like, oh, all right. It looks better. It's all diet.
Dude, when I quit drinking, I dropped 20 pounds in a week. I quit drinking for 3 weeks.
Really?
When they canceled all the oddball dates.
Oh.
I booked out like 3 weeks for oddball, and then they pulled all the fucking dates. And I was like, well, shit. So we were living in the one room in the house because we're renovating. And I was just stopped drinking because I was like, I'm living in one room with my kids. I can't, it's not, or 2 rooms. I was like, it's like when everyone goes to bed, the whole house goes to bed. So he stopped drinking, stopped smoking weed. That was the craziest part. And then immediately, I talked about this with Christina Pajinski, but I was like, oh shit, I think I've been medicating for depression.
With booze?
With everything. Booze and weed, all of it.
You know, booze, from everything I heard from doctors.
Ooh.
What? Oh.
No.
Oh, they're just going to want to hang out. Oh, you're not with them?
No, I'm not with them. I know what that calls
Dude,
about.
I was hanging out with one of Dalia's agents once in the stand. He was there. We were all talking, and it was right after I signed with Justin, I think.
Yeah.
And just started like headlining, And he was like, "Oh yeah, no, you don't do whatever. Let's say rock clubs." I was like, "No, not really." He goes, "Oh, you should be in there, man. If I had you, I would get you in there." And I was just like, "Really?" Because I needed somebody fucking 3 months ago. So it's crazy that now that I'm doing stuff, now you would have done all these things for me. Literally this year, I really needed your help.
Yeah, literally 3 months ago.
Yeah.
No, he. I was partying with him last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were we talking about for this? Oh, weed about depression.
Oh yeah. So alcohol, short-term relief of depression, long-term makes it worse.
Really?
Yeah. So you keep covering. It's like putting new dirty Band-Aids on top of your wound, where it's like it'll help it like be away from the dust storm, but it'll just get more infected.
I'm like the Jersey Shore of Band-Aids then.
Yeah.
I was like, what it came to me was like, all the sparkle, like I was seeing things like really fucking clearly. Like I was like,
When you quit?
yeah, I was like, oh shit, man, this business is driven by ego, and I never really was like a fucking self promoter. I've never been a self promoter my whole fucking life. My whole life, I was being dead serious. I was not only humble, I never remembered any stories that people would tell about me. Like when I got written up in Rolling Stone magazine, I was like, wow, that's fucking crazy. And people were like, you must have a ton of stories. I was like, not really. And other people would tell stories about me, and I'd be like, oh, that's cool. And I was like, yeah, I guess that did happen. And we'd laugh. And then we got into fucking comedy, and there was a period of time where it was like, if you weren't talking about you, no one was talking about you. And it just made me so sick. And then you just don't even realize it, but you're doing it. You're doing humble brags on
LA.
Twitter.
That's LA.
It's New York too.
It's LA.
You don't think it's New York?
It's LA. It's garbage town.
Really?
The aesthetic there is all one of self-promotion constantly and like trying to be doing things. Ugh. It's LA. That's what I noticed when I left. It's LA.
Really?
Yeah, it's Hollywood.
Because it's like tweeting, "Hey guys, sold out show." What? Why?
That's all that LA shit. No, it happens a little in New York when somebody gets past to the Comedy Cellar. People are like, "Oh, it's a big dream of mine. I finally got past at this thing."
Yeah, but that's normal. You're allowed to do that.
Yeah, it's different.
You're allowed to be proud. I was proud that I got
sold out
past.
show. Another sold out show. It's like, stop it.
I was proud when I got past at the store.
Yeah.
I told you that, right?
What, Adam called you?
No. I was fucking with you.
Oh yeah.
You were standing next to me.
Where was it?
It's at Montreal.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Dude, those drugs, man. Can't think straight.
Yeah, it was funny because I had heard your episode when you talked about all the work you had done to get past the store, become a paid regular, and I was like jealous that I'll never have that. Mm-hmm. Like I was like, just like you remember you said you first moved out to New York, you were like, I wanted to move out to New York because you guys all have these cool stories about we're living in New York, and I'm never gonna have that. And I was like, well, I want that.
Yeah.
And so I was like, so the night I did my first spot at the store in the OR, I come home and I'm like,
first time you had been in the OR?
I didn't even know what the OR was. Jesus. Dude, I'll tell you, this is how bad I was. I didn't know the difference between the main room, the belly room, and the OR. I didn't know there was a difference.
You've been in a couple times, though, right?
I had done the main room. I just never asked what room that was. Right. I thought the OR was something totally different.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was like, oh fuck, that's the room.
That's the main room.
That's the main room.
But it's the regular room. Yeah.
And I was like, I got done. I was pretty. I think I buzzed a little bit with a couple people. So I went out and did a few shots. Everyone's like, congratulations. And then everyone was so cool. But then I was like, oh, my story is totally different, but equally as important, totally different. Because I was on TV for 7 years and couldn't get past.
Right.
Like I was headlining nationally, and they wanted me to park cars in the garage, in the parking lot.
Right.
And I was like, oh, my story's as interesting. It's just very different.
Very different.
And then I was like, I'm so glad I never got into the store earlier because I might have fucked myself up.
What do you mean?
I would have never. By the way, I would have totally gotten into coke a lot.
There's more coke now than there was. It used to not be very cokey. It used to be very cokey and then not cokey, and now it's cokey again.
Is it Cokie again now?
I think a little bit. Oh, it was at least 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, I
And
would
they'd
have
to walk
definitely.
through the pot room to get to the Coke room. And so then they were like head down. They would like, hey, everyone look at them. And they would just go with their heads down to the very, very back.
I would have definitely gotten a Coke. I would have never gotten married.
Well, no, you wouldn't have gotten married.
I would
for
never
sure.
have gotten married.
You're happy being single if you're at the Comedy Store.
Oh,
it's fun. You can hang
my
out
act
till
would have
whenever.
been horse shit. It would have been like, it would have been fucking. These are the jokes I write to get laid.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah,
Some guys do that.
because when I was
Dane always do that. I saw Dane start doing that where it was like, are you trying to, you're trying to fuck on stage. You can't let it happen then. Just do well.
yeah.
And then you'll fuck after. You can't be trying while you're. That's what stopped Bobby from writing too.
Really?
He'd probably admit that. For the longest time, he was just like, he can get laid if he fucking kills. So he's like, I already have a killer 15.
Just do the killer
mess
15.
it up with a new like 2.
Yeah, I would have never. If the only reason I ever wrote was because I had kids and I went on the road and I was just bored.
Right.
And I was like, I'm not going to get laid. I might as well take chances. The best thing I can get is someone that works at the club says, "Hey, you're the funniest guy that's come through here."
Yeah.
I would have definitely been just a.
Were you trying to have a family, or is that just, or you just leave it in Leanne?
I wanted to be a dad more than I wanted to be a husband.
Yeah.
Like I was like,
That makes sense.
I was legit.
What do you mean though?
I was legit like I'm ready. I want kids. Leanne dumped me. We were dating for like 3 months maybe.
Yeah.
And I got drunk one night and told one of her friends off and then got in an argument and I wouldn't back down. I was like, just doing what a bachelor would do. Everyone's going to tell me the rules.
Right.
And then we made up the next night, but I wouldn't let it go. And Leanne just was like, and I wouldn't say I love you to her. Like she said I love you to me one time, and I said cool.
What?
Yeah.
The first time or just one time?
First time I said
It's weird. It's you put your tell the person on the spot. Unless you're already, you got to hold it back for like 2 extra weeks.
She said I love you, and I went okay. And she went, huh? And I went, cool. And I was like, I didn't know what to say because I loved her, but I was like, I gotten so fucking burned by girls that I was like, I don't trust women. I was so anti-woman, like, and then when she dumped me, and I fucking fell apart, like.
That's when you had your first drink.
That's what I went for. No, I stopped drinking.
Really?
The day she shut me, I just was like,
that's your version of falling apart. Yeah, it's getting sober.
I stopped drinking and I just went into this fucking closet. I put my mattress in the closet. I put my TV in the closet.
What?
I had a huge walk-in closet and I put my TV in and I just took NyQuil and I just would eat NyQuil and go to sleep and watch Fight Club. Put Fight Club on repeat. It would just keep playing over and over again. And I made her a mixtape. I wrote her a note. I fucking put it on the hood of her car. I was like, I was crying in traffic, like in the car crying. I was a mess.
Breakups suck. Have you ever dumped anyone?
Yeah, I've dumped. Well, I've treated people like shit so they would dump me. But then I've dumped one girl. The girl before Leanne, I dumped her, and it was such a good feeling.
People say dumping someone is harder than being dumped. True or false? Not that they say it, but do you think that it is harder than being dumped?
Is dumping
Or
someone,
just as hard, doing the dumping?
dumping someone's harder than getting dumped. I'd rather be dumped.
Oh, no way.
Oh yeah.
If you dump someone, you're not wondering who else they're fucking right now, 2 days later.
No.
You're not still like, I still want to be with you.
No, but the whole like build up of like looking at someone across the eyes of the
You're
table, going, I think we need to see other people, and then them going, hold on, what? Wait, and then going, I've got to hold this line. I've got to hold this
matter
line.
what happens, I
no
gotta
matter what.
hold.
I can't. No. How about if I just suck your dick in the car? No.
I can change. I can be better. No, hold.
Getting to the table and going, I'll take a double Jack on the rocks, and they're like, woo, what are you drinking for? And you're like, you'll see in about 5 minutes.
I think it's way easier to do the dumping.
Oh, my MO is cheat on them.
Yeah,
and
until
just cheat
they
on
hated
them.
you.
Yeah, because I was like,
That's a good way to go. I've never gone that way, but that's a good way to go.
I've cheated on everyone except for Leanne. Every single one I cheated on. Every single
suck
one.
your dick then. Let's get the trifecta. I would love to see like, Leanne, I got a blowjob. She's like, why? I'm like, hold on, there's more. It's going to be more unsettling. Ari did it?
You don't subscribe to Ari's podcast, do you? I used to. Cheating was on, but I dumped this one girl, Rachel. I was in yoga class.
Young Jewish girl?
Yeah, no. She was a redneck. Okay. That was my sweet spot. She was on the X show with me. She was a producer. I cheated on her on the X show, but she. All of a sudden, we were still dating, and I was like, I wasn't happy about it. And I woke up one morning at like 5 a.m, and I was hungover, but I couldn't sleep. And my buddy Croy called, and he's like, "What are you doing awake?" And I was like, he's like, "I was going to leave you a message. I'm going to yoga. We'll go for a hike later." I go, "Pick me up." First time I ever did yoga. I go, "Pick me up and go to yoga with you." So he's like, "Okay." So we go to yoga, and I really enjoy it. By the way, I'm overweight at this time. I'm like really overweight at this time. Yeah. Like same, probably a little bit smaller than I am now, but 235.
What are you at now?
230, 240, 235. And so I go do yoga. And it feels really good. Like it really I don't know if it's about loosening your hips or wide opening your hips, but it feels really good. And I feel very open to conversation. I feel listening. And we go to the very end and we're laying back in child's pose or whatever. And this teacher, this fucking yoked out dude, sleeved in tats, he's like, "Today's your day." This is a speech he gives. "Today's your day. You can do whatever you want today. Think about the one thing that makes you unhappy." And my brain just goes, "I don't want to date Rachel."
Wow.
And he goes, "You can change that if you decide to change it. Why would you not change that? If you want happiness, change that one thing. Think of the solution." And I went, "I just got to break up with her." And he goes, "Now do it and commit to it." And I went, "I'm breaking up with Rachel." And I got out and I was like, "Croy, I'm breaking up with Rachel." And he's like, "Fuck yeah." And we went for a hike in Runyon Canyon, and it was beautiful. It was still early. It was like 8 a.m. It was like a 6 a.m. yoga class, 8 a.m. hike. And I just got done the hike, and I called, who's that?
UPS.
I called Rachel, and I go, "Hey, we're going to dinner tonight." She's like, "Oh, great. We haven't done this in a while." And I was like,
"Whoa."
Yeah. I took her to Yamashiro, and I dumped her.
You took her to Yamashiro?
I took her to Yamashiro.
That's a nice place, though.
Yeah, well, it was my place. I used to go to dinner there every night.
Damn.
Because I lived right next door to it, so I could walk.
You got to do it somewhere public, right?
I did it somewhere public, and I was like, and then I was like, I think I did this too early. The food's not even here yet. I was like, this is going to be a weird way to eat. I was like, when do you do it? Do you do it at the end of the dinner or at the beginning of dinner? And I just did it like right as the drinks came. I killed my drink, broke up with her.
Why have the dinner?
And then in my head, I'm like, well, let's not order. Let's just get a drink. Let's just go. And she was like, well, we'll still be friends, right? And I was like, yeah. But in my head, I'm like, never. I'll never speak to you again. I'm done. I've facilitated
and
everything.
And then she's ordering like appetizer, dessert. And you're like, wait a minute, hold on. We're just friends, though. Who's paying for this? If we're just friends, that's a 50-50. Dude, I broke up with a girl, Sarah. Oh no, yours is Rachel, also Jewish name. But like, in my head, I just made them the same name. But so I was like, I don't think we can do this anymore. And she said the same thing. Well, can we still be friends? We're gonna go see that movie that night. I was like, no, yeah, we can.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. Want to see the movie? Anyway, got her pregnant that night.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah, I'm pretty positive that's the night I fucking got her pregnant.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened with the baby?
Somewhere in fucking like Tucson or somewhere like that.
Shut up.
Abortion, man.
An abortion, man. That's a great spring break shirt.
Abortion, man.
Have an abortion, man.
Yeah, it's like, what are you, friends? What are you talking about?
Oh, I remember she came by my house one time after we broke up, and I had lost a bunch of weight. When I met Leanne, I was 186 pounds.
What? That's that's right near my range. How tall are you?
6'1".
You're 6'1", and you weigh 245. How tall is Tom?
He's 5'8".
He's that much shorter than you?
I think he's like 5'8" or
6'1".
Yeah.
I picture you guys at the same height. I'm going to text him right now because I want to know his weight.
Oh, he's not going to be honest. He's got to be 280 probably.
Really?
He's probably 280 or 290.
And you are 245 and
240
and way taller than him?
And 6'1". And
well, then of course Tom is fat.
Yeah, no shit. Why do you think this is so comical to everybody?
But it changed. The belly. Hold on, let me show you the picture.
You took a picture of him?
No, he sent me one.
Oh, whoa. When was this picture taken? Does he have a fucking cap and gown on?
No, of you.
Oh, that's just a...
I mean, like, that belly is like, that's not a 245 belly.
That's 245. That's not. There's no way I'm 265. The fattest I've ever been is 250.
Me too.
You would never
No, I've
250.
been to 240.
Well, maybe 240.
College.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got started to get chubby.
Wait, who did I just see fat?
225, not 240, 225.
Who did I just see fat that I was like, Colin Quinn?
Fat Colin Quinn?
Have you ever seen that?
No, have you seen Bobby Kelly now, though? Oh, my God.
Bobby and I did I did Bobby's podcast, and he starts it off, and he's like, buddy, I'm fucking worried about you. And in my head, I'm like, what is it? My size, my drinking? Like, what is it? My hair, my shifty eyes, the fact that I've been up for 2 days straight. And he's like, we got the same problem. And I was just like, in my head, I'm like, God damn it, do I not see myself? Like, how big am I? Yeah, he's doing good. He's on a diet right now.
Shut up. No way.
I swear to God. He's doing the same one Tom's doing, the same one Rogan's doing.
High fat, low carb.
Fat,
First of all, you can't take into account anything Rogan does for diet. You got to discount that because he does everything else too.
Yeah.
You know, he's working out like we're not working out.
He's on a 4-day hike hunting elk.
Dude, his break, there's just the fucking doing the bow and arrow stuff. That alone would be a better workout than I've gotten in a year.
Oh, I did. When I started doing that CrossFit, I was like, I have a different brain than like the average person. Yeah. Like, I am competitive when it comes to physical stuff, and I will not. Like, they cheat at CrossFit. Like, the fucking Asian fucking accountant is not doing all the pull-ups.
Right.
And they're just, and then the body squats that the fucking black guy's doing, he's not doing all the squats. He's doing like half squats, and I get pissed because I do the exact thing they ask you to do, and then I'm always at the end. I'm the last one finishing because I'm also fucking fat and old.
Yeah.
And I just push it, and every fucking time I go to CrossFit, I throw up.
Really?
I throw up every CrossFit.
Maybe you should keep that habit and just throw up more. And
It's all I'm doing is throwing up coffee. So bad to throw up coffee. Ugh. It's maybe the worst thing to throw up.
Ew.
Yeah.
Is it like sharp coming up, like spicy?
Oh yeah, all the spices and accents of coffee right through your nose.
Accents of caramel and hints of nodes of.
Yeah, I'm working out pretty hard. But the other thing is,
He looks pretty good, Tom. Maybe I'm just used to seeing him bigger, but he looked pretty okay.
He's 5'10", maybe 5'9", 5'10",
and two.
At least 270.
Do you think he was over 300 before?
Oh yeah.
So he lost 22 pounds.
Type in Bert Shaves Tom.
Type in what?
Bert Shaves Tom on YouTube.
But when is this from? Before the 22 pounds?
Oh, this is what Tom looks like. Like, if you took his beard off of him, this is what he'd look like. He hasn't lost any weight. He hasn't gained any weight. He's been the same size his whole fucking life.
He said he lost 22 pounds.
He's fucking full of shit. Here, let me show you. Let me just show you. I'll just cut to the chase. This was us in Hawaii, and I told him I was going to shave his...
we were in Hawaii together.
Okay. Look at his body in this.
Oh.
Right?
Oh. Yeah, but he's thinner than that. Let me see his face. I mean, you're thinner than him there for sure. He just shaved under his tits.
No, here, hit pause. What I did was... it was our first day in Hawaii, and his underarm hair connects with his tit hair. So I was like, hey, let me hollow that out for you.
Yeah.
Like, I shaved his back, and then I go, hey, if I shave your underarm hair, if I hollow out that underarm tit hair, it'll give you like definition. and then I said, no, let me do this. Let me Caesar out your tits. So like, I'll trim like a line.
Yeah.
So I hollow out the underarm hair, and immediately, like, I'm so close to it, but as I pull back, immediately it looks like his tits are wearing sunglasses. And it's our first day of 5 in Hawaii. It's gonna look like
he's gonna have to be outside with his shirt off.
His tits look undercover, and it was like one of those moments where you can't stop laughing because he looks at me with like a very vulnerable look, and he goes, "Does it look bad?" And I fucking
like, yes.
could not stop laughing. But that's his body. That's what his body regularly looks like.
Wrote how much he weighs.
242 this morning. I'm still skinnier than him. I'm still fucking skinnier than him.
Let's get on a scale.
Okay.
Let's make sure.
Do you have a scale?
Yeah, I have a scale.
Why do you have a scale?
Because, man, I don't want to get fat. So I keep track of it. Why do I have a scale? What do you mean? Why does anyone have a scale?
Why would you have a scale? I know I'd have a scale. I don't know why you'd have a scale. And I've had a lot of water. I mean, I've had a lot of water today.
Let's see. Let's test it and see if it's right. I just weighed myself in the doctor's office.
Is it right?
It's going all over the place.
177?
77. Yeah, it's about
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. I ate healthy for about a month. Okay. Oh, you got naked here. Jesus Christ. I turned my back and you have no clothes on.
Oh, whoa. Hold on.
What? You got to lean forward. This is off. There's no way. Lean forward. Lean forward. You got to lean forward. Yeah.
No, that's impossible.
Well, it's not 220 something. Why is it a 20-pound range? This thing is broken. For sure.
It did say, what did it say though? 232.
220 something to 240 something.
I'm not 232. I can tell you that. I am not 232. But I'm probably 240.
240. But you're 3 inches taller than him.
He's 5'8", 5'9". Ask him, text him and see how tall he is.
Okay.
The best is like what people assume of themselves. There's a guy who has a fake account for me. It's called Bert Kreischer, I think. And he's fucking fat shaming me like crazy. And then I meet him. His mom is morbidly obese, and he is morbidly obese.
Who? Tom?
The guy that has the fake account for Bert Kreischer, who tweets
morbidly obese.
His mom said, "Why are you so fat?" Ari, I swear to God, she was 370 pounds.
No way.
And I said, in my head, I was like,
to you?
To me, in Hartford. She goes, Bert, why are you so fat? And I went and I looked at her. She's 370 pounds.
Like, why are you so fatter?
And I went, hang on. You know what this feels like. Why would you do this? It's like when black people make fun of dark black people.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Look at midnight over here. Like, you're fucking 11 p.m.
Who is the guy who is so dark they called him Under the Bed?
I don't know. It's very dark.
They called him Under the Bed.
That is very dark.
Yeah, Tom and I are probably neck and neck right now.
Fucking double
Chin
neck.
chin and chin. I did Jay's crowd work show last night, and Jay just looked at me. He's like, "Hey, you're gonna take your shirt off, right?" And I was like, "I don't know. I wasn't thinking about it." And he was like, "Oh, definitely take your shirt off,"
Because he wants to look better.
I was like, "Okay." So of course I took it off.
You were going to take it off anyway.
I was literally gonna be like, I'm gonna grow past that. But then
You're like, next time.
you get something that works. What are you gonna do? My special air is I'm shirtless the whole thing. And
Are you really?
Yeah. And Tom calls me. He calls me. He goes, he has that like little snidely little laugh.
When is it on? Friday?
It's on Friday, November 11th at 10 p.m.
Okay.
On Showtime.
So he has a snide laugh.
And he goes, "Hey, did you really do your Showtime special with your shirt off?" I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "In the middle of this fat shaming campaign?" And I go, "I didn't know this was going to happen." He goes, "Oh, it's going to get so bad."
Yeah. If people are going to have angles of you, if you do anything like physical on the side.
There's a few really bad angles that I was like, in my head I was like, "You guys take that out?" But it's like me. I sit on the stool at one time. My belly goes onto my jeans.
That's when I got fat. When I realized it was in the morning, I pulled my foot out of bed. You know, when you sit on the side of the bed, and I looked, and I was like, it just went over like my dick area.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh fuck, and then I had to get.
Oh, what does he say?
Well, I texted him back. I was like, how tall are you? And just to get an answer, I was like, we just weighed Bert, and he's 257.
Why would you tell him that?
I don't know. He's just over 6 feet tall, he says.
Oh, bullshit.
He's just over 6 feet tall.
Just over. Who says that? Guys that are 5'9", that don't know how people say, I'm 6'1", just over 6 feet tall. Ask him how old he is. He's 39 and a half.
He says you're 5'9". I'm telling him that.
Tell him to tell the truth, or I'll tell everyone where his new house is.
If he's 6 feet and you're 6 feet, then that means you guys are pretty much the same weight. He might be a pound under you.
It's 2 pounds. You saw me. I'm 240.
No, that range between 230 and 245.
Yeah, 230.
That scale is not. We can't trust that scale.
Yeah, I'll tell you right, and I'm in much better physical condition than he is.
6 feet. Just had a physical last week, he said.
Oh, he did not have a fucking physical. There's no way he had a physical. He's fucking lying. He's lying through his teeth. So you're telling me he was 260 something.
266 at least.
So when he started this fat shaming campaign, he was
fatter than you.
266.
Yeah, he was fatter than you.
Yeah, and now he's skinnier than me.
But how much have you gained weight or lost weight since this happened?
There's been points where I gained weight. When we were in Montreal, I was probably 250 something.
The fact that you order a fucking fruit plate with your 2 meals.
I try to stay healthy.
But you didn't even touch the fruit plate, Bart.
Yeah, I know. I can't. If I don't eat at night, I lose weight also. Like I
If you don't eat at night, yeah. I only eat late at night.
That's the problem. It's the problem with New York. It's like, we get done last night, and Jay's like, I'm going to get pizza. And I was like, don't do that. I go, why are you doing that? Now I want pizza. And he's like, come on.
Jay's another one. He's always like, I barely eat anything. He's always on a cheat day. Every time I see Jay, he's on a cheat day. I mean, every time. Oh, it's a cheat day today. I'm like, really? Wasn't it Tuesday last week?
How big was he at his biggest?
Right where he's at right now. No, I don't know. He's pretty big. When I met him, no, he was bigger. When I met him at Blues Fest in Ottawa, I remember him telling me like he eats normal, like a normal person. He just can't lose weight. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. And I took him at face value, and then I realized, oh, fat people just love lying about how much they eat.
I eat. My problem is 2 entrees.
What?
What does he say?
He said, you got to publish your data. When I said, he said he's 5'9", and then he laughed at that, and he goes, I'm 6 feet, just had a physical last week. You go, man, it's so cool that he's getting fatter.
Fucking dick.
If you're the same height as him, then
I'm much taller than he is. Like, I look down at him when I talk to him.
Really?
Yeah, if you put us face to face, his head is so much bigger than, his body's just wider than mine. He looks like the capital letter H.
Your belly is so much bigger.
My belly is bigger.
What's happening with the belly?
I think it's just visceral fat.
Visceral? What does that mean?
It's hard. It's not like soft. It's hard as shit.
Can I touch it?
Yeah, please.
Please. But don't push out.
I'm not.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's a rock.
Jesus, like you filled it up.
Yeah.
You've got abs.
I'm telling you, when I get done, I go to Baltimore this week. This week I'm in Baltimore. After Baltimore, I'll be on the wagon until first week of December.
Have you ever just tried to switch? Well, okay. He says your biggest thing is booze.
Yeah.
Just switch booze to water and you're golden.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. I agree. Who the fuck's going to do that?
Yeah. Diaz just switched from Coke to Coke. To water, I mean.
Cocaine to water?
No, Coca-Cola.
Oh. Yeah.
To Diet Coke and water. And it was like, lost a bunch of weight that way.
Yeah,
But
the problem is just booze.
Booze, yeah.
It's being on the road. It's like I haven't done a show where I haven't been given fucking 8 shots in a night.
I know. It was hard for me this week in Austin because I was like not smoking pot for like a week or 2 before my special or cutting down. And that week I was like, I want to be sharp, like my head.
Yeah, I did.
People were like, come on, you're not going to smoke weed? I'm like, tomorrow night, not tonight.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
I didn't drink for my special like the 2 weeks leading up, 3 weeks leading up. And I got down, I was like 2:30 when I shot my special. And then as soon as I got on stage, like people were sending up glasses of wine and shots. And I'm like, guys, I'm doing my special. I'm not going to get fucking wasted and piss away this opportunity. I killed him, but no, I'm kidding. I brought a beer with me on stage. I didn't even touch it. I was like, well, I'm talking, you know?
Yeah.
I don't really give a fuck. And the really crazy thing is, I don't really care about drinking. Like to do stand-up, I don't drink on stage. Now I have totally, but like if I do stand-up, I'll bring a drink on stage and I'll sip at it, but I don't drink it for the first show.
Yeah, I drink water now because my voice goes so bad.
Yeah, I don't drink in between shows. I don't drink before shows. And on the late show, I'll finish that drink on stage. I'll definitely finish it.
And then when do you start going crazy?
After the show. But that's the problem that everyone gets fucked up in, especially like features that work for me, is they think they're keeping pace with me, but they've been drinking since the first show.
Yeah.
And at midnight, I get off, and everyone's fucking obliterated except for me and the bartenders.
So what, you just start downing shots?
I was in Dayton.
You never just go home?
No.
Right.
Yeah, no.
Why?
I don't know. I don't like the fucking. I don't like.
I mean, it's cool if you don't want to go back to your hotel.
I
And
just
be
don't
alone.
fucking
It
go
sucks.
sit in my hotel room and
Yeah,
read a
it
book.
sucks. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, great.
My thing is, I need like 30, 40 minutes to just decompress for an hour to be alone. After I say hi to
my
people.
favorite feeling
And
in
then
the-
I want to go out, but by then everybody's gone.
My favorite feeling in the world is when you get done doing stand up.
Yeah.
And you're like, or like when you have like a really important set, like say like Kimmel or like a showcase, and you do well, and you go, oh, now that beer is fantastic. Like when my first set spot in the OR, of course I didn't bring a drink on. I didn't drink before the show. I'm stone sober.
Yeah.
But when I got done, that first drink I had, I was like, nice. This is nice.
Yeah.
I've earned this drink.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a drink last night after my special. 2 nights ago after my special.
You had one after?
Yeah.
What'd you have?
Be a shiner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just tasted real good.
I remember watching Louis have like a Sam Adams, like after we worked together in West Palm one time,
Yeah.
and he got done, and he's like, I think I'd go for a beer.
Really?
And in my head, I was like,
Really?
interesting.
Yeah.
And he like came up and he's like, I'll take a Sam Adams. And then he had it, and he was like, that was good. And we're sitting at the bar, and there's an old West Palm Improv. He's like, I think I'll have another one.
Oh yeah, I love that bar because you can get and you have the mixed drink place right there.
Yeah, Wet Willie's.
Wet Willie's.
And I was like, this is really fascinating. By that time, I was featuring for him, so I had like fucking 10 beers already.
Yeah.
But like I was like, yeah, so that's like that. I really could go without drinking at all. I don't need to drink, be on stage. I don't like being drunk on stage.
Afterwards.
It's afterwards that I get off, and I'm like, and everyone wants to do a shot with me.
Oh yeah.
Like I have a line of people with drinks in their
Diaz
hands.
was going to do this show a long time ago with Rogan, like producing it, with him getting off coke and cleaning up.
Yeah.
And now he's off coke for almost a decade, I guess. But like David Taylor's point was like, oh, if he does that show, he's going to die because everyone's going to give him coke.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's going to be like, oh hey, you want coke? Want coke? You're the coke guy.
Yeah.
Once you become the whatever guy.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I guess keep drinking. Also, you seem to enjoy it.
I like it. I don't fucking beat my wife. I go to the doctor. I'm healthy. My biggest thing is I'm overweight, but it's not like I'm overweight.
Oh, you're
definitely.
for sure obese. Were you going to say
No, I'm not obese.
Yes, you are.
But not compared to America.
We could just do an obesity calculation.
No, that's not wrong. Those are wrong. You're obese.
I'm obese?
I'm sure.
Well, let's do it then.
No.
I mean, sure. If I'm obese, then for sure it would be negated. But if I'm not obese, if I'm in the middle range,
But you're not obese. Obviously, I'm looking at you. You're not obese. But I'm not obese either. But that'll say I'm obese.
BMI calculator. Oh, sure. It's okay. Height, 6 feet. Let's even go 2. So I'm 6 feet 2.5.
Okay.
178. Calculate BMI. Okay. 18.5 is between 18.5 and 24.9 is a normal weight. Now, where am I? The hell does it say? Give me a fucking calculator. You goddamn fucking. The hell?
Let's see what my BMI is.
Calculate your BMI. Come on, assholes. Why doesn't it tell me what the fucking number is? BMI calculator.
Okay. I am 6'3".
Doesn't say what the fucking thing is. It just tells me. You have one?
Okay.
What are you?
It just came up and said obese.
Oh, really?
It just popped up and went obese. I'm 31.
Obese.
Yeah.
You're BMI calculator. Wait, 1 second.
But how do they not know that's not muscle?
Listen, bro. Stop it. All you fat people with you, it could be muscle.
What if I was just fucking yoked?
I'm 220. I'm 22.9. I'm on the upper end of normal weight.
And do you really think that you're on the fat end of normal?
Well, let's look at this real quick. Here's me without my shirt off.
Dude,
Half shirt here.
that's just skin. That's
I'm
skin.
normal, but I'm normal. I'm not fat. I'm
But you're
normal.
You're fat.
But I'm not overweight.
No, you're fat. You're fat. I'm obese. You're fat.
No.
No, that's the way it works.
No, what?
Like, if
normal
there's-
BMI,
there's normal,
22.9.
there's normal, there's fat, and then there's-
24.5 is still in the normal
So
range.
Tom Segura is obese as well.
So no, if I gained 20 pounds, if I was 198, I'm an overweight now. I'm at
There's a
25.4.
thing for overweight?
Yeah, and then if
Okay.
I'm 235, I'm obese. I just got obese. At 235, I would just be or maybe 233.
So so how much weight do I need to lose to get to regular weight? I need to be to 220?
234 is when I started being. What are you? 6 feet?
6'1".
What are you really?
6'1".
Like if you weren't 6'1" and they killed you, would you say you're 6'1"? Like without going over.
If you're doing an equation to find out if I'm obese,
yes.
I'm 6'1".
Are you for real 6'1" though, or are you slightly less than 6'1"?
I'm 6'1".
Stand up. I know where I am. I'm 6'2.5". We both have your shoes off. Stand up. All right, I can believe that. And how much do you weigh? 242.
240. Let's say 240. That's what the even weight was.
Let's say 257. Also obese. 240. Obese. 233. Obese. 230. Oh, you need to get down to 220. Wait.
What do I need to get to?
227. If you can get to 227, you'll be overweight.
Okay, I can get to 227 by fucking Thursday.
I'm trying to, my mind was just stumped on how much I couldn't believe that could happen.
I could get to 237. I could get to 227 by Thursday.
You won't, and here's the thing. You can't.
I can.
There's no way in the world.
Physically, I can.
You won't.
I will.
You cannot. No way. It can't happen, Bert. It can't happen.
Hey, Siri, set a reminder for me to email Ari my weight on Thursday.
Okay, I'll remind you.
You need to show me video, not pictures, video of you getting on a scale.
Okay.
On Thursday. You can get to 227.
Yeah.
In a doctor's office, not something you fuck with. I want to see it register as 0 and then register.
I'll get on the scale at my house. I'll videotape it and I'll send it to you.
227.
Yeah, I just got.
First
I can't
thing in
eat
the
today.
morning.
I can't
First
eat
thing in the
today.
morning. Yeah.
I can't eat tomorrow
At all.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you're not going to do that.
Oh, well.
And even if you did do that, you're still not getting down that far. You're not losing 15 pounds.
I don't drink. Oh, this is going to be tough. So we had that podcast Tuesday. I was like, I won't drink
What Tuesday?
tonight. I won't drink tomorrow. I won't drink Wednesday. And then I won't drink. And then all Thursday I'll get on the scale. Because for me, it's all fucking bloat.
If I do it
it's all
Friday,
water
my
weight.
man, then do it Friday.
What do you mean?
I mean, you say you have to drink for the podcast and then take another day and get it done by Friday. I mean, you're always going to come up with an excuse why you're not. There's no way in the world. In today's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, in a 3-day period, you could lose 15 pounds.
The last
No way.
The last diet I did, I lost 12 pounds in 3 days.
Okay, first of all, that's not 15 pounds.
It was 12 pounds, but
That's only 80%.
and I was
of that.
not working out. I was just eating under 1,000 calories a day.
Cannot show me that you're not obese.
Do you want to see what I look like at 215?
Yeah, for sure. What are you going to say? You look bad?
No, I look. This is me at 220 right here.
Do you ever worry about heart disease and stuff? For real?
Yeah, of course.
Like,
Your
your body type does not C60.
No, I have a cardiologist.
Do you really?
Yeah, I just did a CT scan.
What do they say?
I have no blockage. You can't really see it.
Because it's taking up the whole picture?
No, it's that picture of me in the Speedo.
Oh, damn. Oh, you can't really see it.
But yeah, I go to.
Damn, you look great there. How big were you there?
It's me at 220.
20.
If I have a cardiologist, I did a stress test, I did a CTI. I'm on blood pressure medicine, but my blood pressure is regulated. Like I'm not as much of the whatever the myth of me is, you know.
As a fat person.
As
That's the myth.
the myth of me as a fat person. Yeah. I could run a 7-minute mile today.
You'd have to get to 189 to be normal weight.
You want to see what I look like at 189?
Yeah, sure.
Let's see. Where's my fucking Instagram? 189. I look like this. Let's see if I wonder if I post that picture with Bobby.
How much does Bobby weigh?
I don't know.
He's not someone I could text right now or get a real number from.
Text him. Say you're concerned about my weight. This is me at 186.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
That looks great.
Yeah, I know.
You have muscles. You have pecs.
I was doing spin class every day and hiking at night.
Damn, you looked amazing.
I was fucking
186, normal weight.
that was me at normal weight. It's like a size 33 pant.
Bobby Kelly. I'm gonna say we're on a podcast, so he knows not to. You were a size what pant?
33, 34.
Yeah. Are you even really trying to lose weight or no?
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah. It's this lifestyle. What I'm doing right now is not conducive to weight loss.
What lifestyle?
Like fucking. Right now, I'm doing a press tour that ends like a 12-hour press tour.
Oh, and you gotta eat pizza for the whole press tour, right?
No, but you just like. When do you get a chance to go down, sit down, and have a healthy meal? I'm just not eating today.
You're not gonna eat at all?
No, I had like.
Why are you drinking root beer?
It's diet root beer.
Oh, okay.
It's a treat.
Diet root beer's okay.
I live on a reward system.
Yeah, but
That's what
you're
my
rewarding yourself for crossing
therapist.
a street.
My therapist and I were talking about it. And he was like, you have a skewed reward system. He's like, what you feel like when you feel like you deserve a reward, you may not really deserve rewards.
Oh,
Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
I think that's the issue with everyone is you're like, I feel like I deserve to treat myself
like
to something.
I should get something. I just did one small thing.
But I
you
look
know,
at-
as I say, that's what people when they say they're going to quit smoking, they tell all their friends like, "I quit smoking." People are like, "Oh, good for you." And now it's been one day,
Yeah.
and they already get the reward by ever going, "Good for you." And so then they feel like they did it, they accomplished it, and then just go right back to smoking.
I had a friend who quit drinking, and I was at a party with him. A guy I used to drink with all the time, and I was like, "What's up, man?" He's like, "Nothing." I said, "I'm gonna get a beer. You want one?" He goes, "No, I'm good." I said, "Are you not drinking?" Like he was a drunk, and he goes, "No, just not today." And I went, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "Oh, wow." I was like, "Seriously?" And he was like, "Listen, can I tell you a secret?"
Was this person you?
No.
Okay.
This is I won't say his name. He goes, "I quit drinking." I said, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah, but I don't tell anyone that because if I decide to start drinking again, I don't want everyone to think I'm a failure."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Good fucking call."
That's how I did it with smoking cigarettes. I was just like, no, I haven't smoked in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a way to go.
Well, that's what I do when I stop drinking. I don't go, "Hey guys, I'm done drinking," because I know I want to drink again at some point. But my other problem is I'm also a person like of extremes. So if I stop drinking, it's really hard to get me to start again. Like it's got to be like, "Hey, it's your birthday party." Like when I had my 40th birthday party, I hadn't drank in 2 months.
No way. You went 2 months without drinking?
That's when I was at that's the picture of me in the Speedo. I was at 220. And I was just, I was at 215 on my birthday party. I was at 215. And then at my birthday, I was like, I should drink on my birthday. Like I should not drink.
Yeah, special days.
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to drink. And then 2 days later, I flew to Australia, and I was like, I'll be drinking on that plane.
Drinking on the plane? Oh, because you drink on planes.
Yeah, drink on planes. They give me a bottle of fucking
Those
wine.
Gumis Hermanos, man. They'll get you through any long
No
plane ride.
fucking way.
Dude, they'll get
I don't
you
have
any-
that brain you've got.
You nibble at it.
Nibble at it?
All the whole way. Those 13-hour flights, you just keep nibbling. Plus, once you already break through, you can't break through again. So it's just like getting back to even. Once you hit the first breakthrough and you start going down, you're not going to go like crazy high again.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like you take an edible, you've taken them before, and you start going like, whoa, I'm really high. And then it starts to even out, and then like eventually hits the high level of high you're going to get. It goes up, up, up,
It
up,
doesn't
up.
get any higher than that.
That's the strongest thing as you took. It's going to get...
Okay, wait. Let me walk you through my experience. You tell me where I was.
Okay.
I was in my man cave, and I had those goldfish,
Uh-huh.
and I took like 2 handfuls of goldfish, and then all of a sudden I could feel my asshole connect to the couch.
Right.
And I was like, "Ooh, I think I'm really high." Yeah. And then I started going, I'm having a hard time breathing.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, "Oh God, this is bad."
It took too many.
And then I was like, you know what, man? I'm just going to go in bed. And I laid in bed and I was like, yeah, I'm having a hard time breathing. My heart's racing. And I was like, this is not real. So I got up.
That's good. That's what you got to tell yourself. This is a drug fucking with me. Nothing bad is happening.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm going to be fine. I'm going to go out. I'm going to make myself a big cocktail. I'm going to kill it. And I'm going to pass the fuck out. And I passed out and I woke up the next day still high.
Yeah.
And I was like,
took too much for sure.
And I was giggling all morning. And I was
That's
like,
good.
this is where I meant to be.
All right. So I'm saying once you get to now where you are, where you're still high in the next morning,
Yeah.
if you took a reasonable amount of goldfish instead of how many you took, you would have
Yeah.
gotten that level, an hour in. and then gone over whatever hump. Whatever, it depends how your hump is either here or it's like there, depending on how much you take.
Yeah.
But you go over and now you're like, look, when you stop drinking, eventually you become less drunk, you know? So now once you're over the hump, now you can have more pot and you're never going to go super, super high.
Really?
Because you're just like evening it out.
I don't trust me on a plane having a panic attack.
Yeah. I've done it before.
You have?
Yeah, I was coming to film my first special to Brooklyn, and I did an Airbnb, and the guy sent me the keys, and I'm on the plane. He's like, I left the keys on the kitchen table. God damn it, I left the keys on the kitchen table. I'm on the plane to Brooklyn. I'm going to land at 11:30 at night. The guy's gone. You know, he's in another country or something.
Holy
and I
shit.
just I'm on an edible, and I just start spinning, cold sweats. And I've been in and out enough times to be like, okay, well, that was caused by these bad thoughts. Write it out. Wait your 15 minutes, write it out, and then when it's done...
It takes 15 minutes?
To write out those cold sweats and those fucking... Yeah. And then like sit there, breathe, and then when it'll be done, then get on Wi-Fi and figure out what you can do.
What'd you do?
I got on Wi-Fi, and I had an iPhone at the time, and I was able to use the blue text because he was on too.
Yeah.
And then he was like, oh my God, my next door neighbor to let you in.
Oh, that's great.
Put out, but I just got the guy a bottle of wine for doing it. But
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So it like worked out, but it's like I can't handle this right now because I'm fucking... Yeah.
Is it weird to you that what do you think about this? My drinking is easily judged versus your marijuana, acid, mushroom use is almost like admired. Like people like our not our fans,
Yeah.
but people go. Like people will go, hey man, you drink too much. Or me and Stanhope will get it. Yeah. Like they'll go, I can't believe you guys are still alive. And then you're like, yeah, and you're like, I just, man, and you'll hear people like, I just do one
people
dab.
don't die of heart disease from fucking doing too much weed. Or
But there's got to be a negative. There's got to be some negative.
Yeah, I cut down on weed lately just because I was getting like super antisocial. I wasn't remembering entire conversations. Even the next day when I was talking to people, my mind was wandering a lot, so it was tough to. So I was like, I got to pull this back a little bit. So now I smoke like a few times a week.
Yeah.
Instead of a few times a day.
Are you smoking a few times a day?
I was, yeah.
Really?
Five times a day. I don't know. Just
5 times a day.
Just whenever.
Like you'd wake up and get high?
No, but once I start, there's no reason to stop. If I was going on a walk, if it was a summer day and I go on a walk around the neighborhood, yeah, I'll bring 2 joints with me like a gentleman. I mean,
that's interesting.
Yeah, but that's like 2 p.m. You know. So, but otherwise, I wouldn't start until like I don't know. If I was on the phone, I would smoke. If I did a podcast, the other person was smoking, I'd smoke.
Really?
Anytime at night, people are like, let's go to the
See,
back.
I find that if I smoke, the day's a wrap for me.
That you're just going to keep smoking.
Yeah, like I go, and that's where I'm the kind of brain where I go, I need to get all my shit done before I can reward myself.
Right.
That's why I don't drink until midnight when I'm on the road.
Right.
I don't drink when I'm home. But like today, when I'm certain of it, when we get done and I go up to do Opie, I'll definitely pour a cocktail.
At Opie?
Oh yeah.
He'll have one with you.
Oh yeah. Because I know that all I got to do is get on a plane, and I'll have a cocktail.
On a plane tonight.
Yeah, I get on a plane at 9 tonight.
So he'll have a cocktail waiting for you there at Opie Studios?
I'm sure, yeah. I haven't done radio. Here's the thing. This is if we're going to be really honest about it,
Yeah.
I'll talk about it this way. Because I genuinely wanted what Dave Attell had.
What? A drinking fan base?
Because that's who I am. That's what I admired. Like, I like that. I love that. When I was in college, that was like, dude, that was me and my friends to this day. But I grew up different than you. We grew up in Florida. Like,
You grew up different than me for sure.
Florida is a drinking based society. Like I couldn't tell you the amount of times that you'd get on a boat at 6 a.m. and everyone would open a beer and you drink all fucking day. You get on a boat to go fishing at 6 a.m. Everyone just crack a beer. And you drink, call them fucking boat drinks. And they would go down like water. And no one got seasick, and that was our cure to seasickness. I mean, that was, growing up in Florida, that was the way we drank. I mean, it was, and adversely, all my friends are either dead or in rehab, but that was the way we drank.
Yeah.
And when I moved to New York and I saw Attell, I was like, man, that is the guy my friends would fucking die for. Hard drinking, fucking great. I mean, his joke writing was what I fell in love with, but I was like, that's fucking badass. My goal was to party with Dave Attell one night. And then Georgia was born. I featured for Attell the week after Georgia was born, and he was sick and he didn't want to drink, but he knew that it was like in the cosmos, he knew it was important to me. Like I remember one night, one night we got done the show, we go back to the hotel room or to the condo. So we stay across the street at the condo. It was like really nice condos.
Where?
In Miami.
Uh-huh.
And I was walking to my room, and he, I guess, was on the elevator. And he walked past me, and he looked at me like, he's like, I know. Don't worry, I don't feel good, but we're going to go out drinking, I promise.
Really?
And I went,
see, that's a prison.
I was like, don't worry about it, Dave. He was like, no, I understand. So then Saturday night, he kind of dipped out early. And in my head, I was like, that's fine. I totally get it. And then Sunday, he goes, all right, I promised you. And I was like, thank you. And we went out, and dude, to this day, might be my most memorable night of drinking. Because I was next to my, idol, he was beyond my idol. Dude, Attell, for me, defined what great, I learned more watching him do comedy than anybody.
Was amazing.
It was the greatest.
And that was his first album, and it was 15 years into his stand-up.
And he was, dude, Skanks for the Memories is possibly the greatest comedy album I've ever listened to.
Yeah. 15 years in, and it was his first release. Now all these people doing specials 8 years in.
Dude, me and my wife would quote Attell to each other.
Really?
Like, did everyone get it that's going to get it? Let's move along. I want something realer that sounds like a boot stuck in wet mud. Boogly, watch out. That's my wife and I would quote that to each other. Tommy and Push do that to each other.
Really?
They quote Attell to each other. That's how Buns will tell you, man, we are obsessed with Attell. And that night we went out.
He's at his best right now.
Sunday night.
He quit drinking. He's at his best.
Yeah.
He took a down tip on the drinking, got too much for him.
I was always curious why he quit drinking.
It was like his stand-up wasn't as good. It was weird. And it was people like, he's always been able to drink. But it's like, but now he's 40-something.
Yeah.
It's different.
I wonder what his drinking was, though. Like, do you think he drank on stage?
I thought he went right afterwards. From what I heard, right afterwards, he would be like, whiskeys, let's start, line them up, we're getting started. And he'd be like, just 3 shots. You want some scotch?
Me?
Yeah.
No. Okay. But yeah, like that night we went out in Miami, dude, I was next to my idol, and everyone was like, you guys were fucking hilarious. You were great, man. And I'd be like, thanks. And they're like, how cool is it you're with Dave Attell? And I was like, fucking, you're telling me. and Attell would just be giving so many shots, just handing them to me. And I was like, thanks. And he's like, Bert just had a baby. And I was like, yeah. And then cut to, I remember hearing someone say to me one time, they go on radio, they're like, so I understand you're the next Attell. And I was like, I call Segura. It was in an article someone had written in a paper. Bert Kreischer is the heir apparent to Dave Attell.
Drinking.
Dude.
You took it for all of it.
Well, I took it for, yeah, exactly. I was like, they said I'm Attell. And they're like, really? But it was so what I wanted. Because it's also, it's like, it's really hard to explain, but there's like when you go to Tampa or when you go to Florida, they're like, I don't know. I don't know. But I understand what he didn't want in it.
What?
Like, just the fact that you come off stage and you're sober, and sometimes you get caught up into conversations that are fucking mind-numbingly, drunkenly navigated poorly, and just some guy just can't.
Dude, drunks are the worst part about meeting fans afterwards. It's the worst, and it's like, you're just too drunk, man.
You're just too drunk to talk to me.
But it's like, what? Wait, what? And it's just like getting weird. It's like, can we take a 7th picture? It's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What's going on? It's just like, and their social cues are off. They'd be in the middle of a sentence and they'll pull at you.
This guy in Philly must have weighed fucking 370. He was a big dude, but he was like, it was a robust 370. I mean, he's probably 350, but it was like, he was big, but him and his buddy was just as big as him. I get done the show and they're fucking, I mean, the thing in Philly is the bar stays open until like fucking 4 a.m. I mean, my fans go right to that bar and no one fucking leaves.
Really?
Dude, I've had nights there that me and Doug Benson were there one time, and fucking Joe Flacco's there, and just in the back, like, it is chaos. Like, Every club I do, the bar's packed after the show because no one wants to leave. And clubs love that.
Oh, yeah.
And so this guy in Philly,
because you can drink a Bert. Yeah.
this guy in Philly is fucking hammered, and he's like, dude, I fucking love you. It's my dream to take a shot with the machine. And then he's shirts off, and then he falls onto me, and I get pinned. And then we pop up, and then we do the shot, and then I turn around, and then he grabs me. He's like, you got to help me. I was like, I go, what's the matter? And he goes, they're trying to kick me out. Tell him I'm okay. And I look at him, and his collared shirt is on backwards. And I go, might be time to go home, man. And by the way, I'm basically sober at this point because I just got off stage, and he is fucking lit. Oh,
I had a guy on mushrooms in Montreal after a show, and he was just sitting down. I was like, "You all right, dude?" He's like, "I think I had too much. I'm going to a heavy wave." I was like, "All right." He's like, "Can I hang out with you?" I was like, "We can't do that because I'm going to hang out with my friends. But let me get you a bottle of water upstairs and enjoy your adventure." But
can I hang out with you?
Yeah.
Nah, I can't help you there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think. I think that is lately it's been really kind of grinding on me because, I don't know. It's just like
Drunks aren't the best at handling themselves.
I'd say 90% of the people that come out of the show are fucking fantastic.
Oh yeah, right, exactly.
Probably 95%. But there's you always get that one couple where they're like just fucking smoking cigarettes in your face, and they're, man, do you remember when I met you last time? And you're like, oh, okay. And they're like, dude. And they're like, they want to tell you about, we went to LA. And I was like, oh, cool. You ever been to Sunset Strip? And I was like, yeah, I definitely have. Like, have you ever been to the Comedy Store? I'm like, yes, I have. And I'm like, this is sucking energy out of my life.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I need to go. Oh, no, hold on. I always go, I'm going to go get another drink. And the other thing is I get given like so many fucking drinks that I just give them to people. Yeah. I'm like, I don't want it. And they're like, seriously? Bert Kreischer just bought me a drink. I'm like, yeah, there we go.
Like,
I said to a guy in Phoenix one time, he goes, he gives me a shot. He's like, you're doing this. We're doing a shot. I'm doing the shot with the machine. And I was like, yeah, okay. And then I looked at him and I was like, hey man, you didn't like roofie this or anything, did you? And he just looks at me, he goes, sighs me, goes, what am I supposed to do with this body? And I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, and then I was like,
yeah. He was like, why would I roofie you?
Yeah, how would I get you out? Like, how would I get you into the car? How would I get you into my house?
Logistically, the roofie would not be a good idea.
What, he brings a wheelbarrow in?
Yeah, you'd be a tough body to take care of.
Yeah.
To get rid of.
Yeah. My goal is to lose weight so that I have to wear a shirt on stage.
Dude, so you have to?
Yeah.
What do you mean, why would you have to? Oh, because then it's not
I'm
funny.
so ripped.
It's not funny. We'll never get to that. I mean, be honest. If you could get to, where's this BMI code? And I doubt you could get there.
What?
If you could get to it's just overweight.
220.
That's what we said, 220.
Yeah, is that 220?
Yeah.
When do you want me there by?
No, not even. You can 227. 227. You'd be 29.9.
Give me a
BMI.
date. Give me a date.
Well, you'll back off what you said about Thursday, right? You give me that was ridiculous, and you'll back off it.
Okay. Thursday was it was a Hail Mary.
Okay. What are you in right now? We're in the beginning of November. Could you do it by Thanksgiving? No, that's a lot. That's a lot of weight to lose.
Yeah. I could.
If you could lose it by Thanksgiving, have it go crazy on Thanksgiving, and then by New Year's be like under it.
Oh yeah.
Then you'd be not obese.
That
would be the reward, I think. To be not obese.
And there's no way Tom will ever get his body
to under obese.
There's no way. His body is born obese.
So he's 6 feet 242.
6 feet 242.
He's at 32.8.
By the way, I was at 31.
What?
I was at 31.
You're at 31. Oh, because you're 6'1", 242.
Yeah. 240.
Relax. 31.9. You ain't no 240. 31.7. That's a 31.7. What would happen if you're 315?
Ooh, that would be
Just also obese. 325, just also obese. 42.9. Just
so,
also obese.
so I might as well. Yeah. What?
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be something.
If you're gonna move to the fucking woods, might as well move to the woods, right?
Red Band tried pulling that shit where it's like, well, that doesn't take out muscle. I'm like, you haven't worked out in 9 years. What are you
Red
talking
Band
about?
is.
What are you talking about?
Red Band's got a different fat body than I do.
Yeah.
He's got a big butt.
So you could, before Thanksgiving. So that would be, and I'll be in LA for that.
Okay.
So I can see you be on a scale.
Uh-huh.
I can see it. I can test it myself.
Yeah.
That means the 23rd, 22nd. Could you, by the 22nd, could you be?
What day is today? The 6th?
The 7th.
7th?
This will come out today or tomorrow, Tuesday maybe. To the 8th.
Ooh, I got to post a fucking podcast. Is today Tuesday?
No, today's Monday.
Okay.
I'll put this out tonight or tomorrow. Maybe tonight. Maybe tonight. Maybe tonight.
Yeah.
Wait. When's your special?
Friday.
Friday the 11th at 10 p.m.
Yep.
on Showtime.
Yep.
That's a good time to have it out. Comedy Central puts mine out at midnights.
Really?
I think that's like the earliest I'll put it out. It's like
Why?
midnight.
Because you curse?
I curse a lot when I talk about horrible things.
Really? Yeah. And mine's at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
I said to them, why didn't you do 11, 11 at 11?
Oh, yeah.
And they were like, well, do you want 1 million less people to watch it? I was like, really? And they're like, it comes on right after Ray Donovan, which is their big hit.
But like Icelandic time, it's on 11, 11. Right after Ray Donovan. Yeah, that's a show I've heard of. That's great.
Yeah, it's right on after Ray Donovan. But I don't know. This writing in this new hour, I have no dirty jokes in there.
Really?
None. And dude, and it's stories. Like, it is legit. Like, here's a long story. Here's a story. This is shorter. There's some maneuvering to get from story to story, but it's all fucking Tom Segura.
Oh, yeah. Take it.
How tall are you?
You're 257?
No, I'm not 257. Ari said that to you. He just weighed me. I'm 240.
You're what?
I'm 240.
244.
240.
Really?
Yeah, 240.
So he was just joking.
Yeah, he was joking.
Oh
My scale's
God,
a little
like, you
suspect,
have
though.
to
My
be
scale's
kidding.
suspect.
No, yeah. And wait, you really lost 20 pounds on fucking this ketosis diet?
More.
I'm 25.
What are you weighing right now?
242.
2 pounds heavier than me.
Yeah.
Do you think, to ask him how much he would have to get to just be over?
How much do you think, how hard do you think it would get for you to get to 225?
What? Oh.
225 is doable. It would just take, I'd have to stick with this, keep exercising. It'll just take time. I think I could probably do it in 6 months.
Okay, Tom, do you know how much you'd have to be not obese?
What?
Do you know how much you'd have to weigh to be not obese?
What, probably like around 2 or something, or less than that?
220.
Oh.
If you got to 220, you would be not obese.
You'd just be overweight.
You'd just be overweight.
Wow.
Could you get there?
Could you get there by Thanksgiving?
No.
Because
That's what he thinks.
that's my bet with Ari.
Bert thinks he can get to not obese by Thanksgiving. First he said by Thursday, and I was like, relax.
No, I don't think 22 pounds in 12 days is a good idea.
2 weeks. 2
pounds in
weeks.
12 days?
14. Yeah, there's no way you can get there, Bert.
22 pounds in 12 days does sound ridiculously
Yeah, the way you say it
undoable.
sounds horrible. No way.
New Year's.
Not good. So wait, Bert, are you up or down though?
I'm down considering what I've been up at. Like if I'm considering myself down because I figure if I don't eat on the plane tonight, I'll wake up at 2:37.
If I don't do something in the future, you'll wake up at.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. That's based on a reality that's not existing yet.
Yeah, so if I don't eat on the plane tonight, I'll be fine.
You will eat two meals on the plane.
We're just thinking about this one flight?
Yeah, that's right. He's going to lose all this weight on one flight. One flight to LA. It's a magic, crazy, fucking steam flight.
But Bert,
Yeah.
how often do you think about the fact that like your physique and your genetics, you could just make a change for a month and lose like 30 pounds.
That's what I told Ari.
But you don't do it.
But if I chose to, I would.
Choose
But
it.
that's true. That's 100% true.
Yeah.
If he chose to, he would. Yeah.
So then by New Year's, you're saying?
By New Year's, I could be
That's
whatever I want
almost
to be.
2 months.
Yeah.
To get to 227.
Oh, dude, I could do that in a month.
3 straight days
Yeah,
be
you
at
could.
227.
Yeah, I could be a 2. I will live if okay, let's do this.
Yeah.
What's the bet, Tommy?
By December 1st.
By December 1st?
Well, hold on.
No,
right now it's
January
the
1st. Let's do by New
January.
Year's.
January 1st.
Okay.
January 1st.
Yeah, January 1st. What's the bet?
Well, I don't know if it's about who can get lower, because I think it'd be about like what the starting point is now, right? Well, I guess we're pretty similar now. So
We're 2 pounds away.
So would it just be about the number, like what we can get down to?
I don't think either one of you could be not obese by December 31st.
I can be not obese by December 31st.
But we're talking about 3 straight days, not just one day. We happen to skip. You have to get January
3
1st,
straight days.
2nd, and 3rd.
Yeah.
Show me not obese.
Oh, January 1st is going to be a tough day.
Because you're going to be drinking.
So wait, you want to try to lose 20 pounds by January 1st?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the bet?
Yeah, what's the bet?
What's the bet? Because you're not going to do it.
No,
So
what's
let's
the
talk
bet?
about what you're not going to do.
Let's figure out the bet.
If you do it versus if you don't do it,
Yeah.
you get okay. If you don't do it,
Yeah.
you give up Isla for adoption.
I'll give you one of my children.
You baby
I'll take
slut.
Isla, no problem.
Yeah, what could be the bet? What would you guys do? Because you're not doing it. So it's like, all you're going to do is take pride in the fucking paying off the bet. How about you just fucking do it?
Yeah, we got to come up with a bet. Maybe we'll put it to the listeners to come up with a solid bet.
To do something.
Yeah.
How about but something really
Somebody
bad,
should-
not something good. Something like, how about this? Like you next time you drink, you make yourself barf, and you have to lick up that barf.
No, I'm not. Because
Do something horrible, something painful,
What?
instead of something that you're going to take
What
pride
are
in.
you saying?
he's saying that we should throw up in each other's mouths or something.
I did not say
Get
that,
the
but I like.
fuck out of here. How about you? If I do it, you give me 100,000 American Airlines miles, and then if I lose, I give you $100.
That doesn't seem right.
You guys could both do
No, I
it.
did the math. That's right. So that's the bet, and then we'll just go with that.
All right, I'll
You know
come
what
up.
we should do? Hey, I know what we should do.
What?
We should do there's too much fucking work and not enough fun shit. So one of us whoever loses needs to treat the other person to some fucking fun activity. Like when we went to the national championship game, shit like that.
Yeah. I like that.
I get it. Or
Okay.
I was
So,
going
like-
to suggest is loser plans a mushroom trip for the two.
No, we're parents. We can't just go off and do
you
mushrooms.
can. You
Ari.
have another person to take care of your things, your offspring.
Okay, let's do this. Okay.
You guys get some cabin together
Loser
and
has
do
to
mushrooms.
take me, you, and Ari to some. The loser has to take the 3 of us, pay for the 3 of us to go to some sort of event that we want to go to.
How does that cheap fucking Jew get to be part of this? I don't understand.
Driving force. I'm the driving force.
Okay, all right, I'm sold.
Okay.
All right, yeah. All right, so the loser takes takes the whole group to some fucking cool event.
All right, I'm ready. I can feel diarrhea coming on.
Yeah.
So wait, January 1. Let's what is it? January 1.
January 1st, 2nd, and 3rd.
It's who's lower, right?
Yeah, just do it on the 3rd.
No. Okay, yeah. But I mean, I want to show. I'm saying you can't be not obese for 3 straight days.
I can be not
So he's
obese.
just saying he wants to make sure that somebody doesn't just sweat it out, get on the scale, and then
Exactly. And
you
just
know.
like, well, right
Yeah.
now, this hour, you're over there, but you're really 10 pounds heavier.
Yeah, like I'm in
You're cutting weight for a fight.
Foxcatcher.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, I like it. We'll do it, man.
All right, and then we'll come up with the event. We'll find the event. Maybe it'll be like when's the Rose Bowl?
The Rose Bowl.
I've got one.
Is,
I've got one.
January
What is it?
1st or 2nd.
Running the Bulls.
Yeah.
Ari wants to go to the running of the Bulls.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and you guys can be the Bulls, you fucking fat fucks.
Are you cool with flying coach?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
All right, we'll find the event.
All right. Sounds good, man.
All right.
All right, later.
Yeah,
Okay,
you've
I'll
worked
talk
up an
to you.
appetite in this conversation. Make sure to eat like another couple of fucking.
What's that?
He said you've worked up an appetite in this conversation. Make sure to go eat more.
Oh, wait, is this recorded? Is this a podcast?
Yeah.
Of course. I knew it was. Don't think I didn't know. All right.
I assumed you
I'm
did
going to
know.
go eat. I got to go eat. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye. All right, we got to find the event.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. What's in maybe March Madness?
Yeah.
How about like an opening weekend of March Madness where you go to see like 6 games somewhere?
Okay.
That could be fun.
Yeah.
You know, the regional ones?
Yeah. I like that. I'm fucking going to destroy Tom.
Because you could be a championship game too, but like, why not like
I got so much focus right now.
right now? But you
I
won't
feel
last.
Yeah, I will. Go to the airport, I'll have a carrot. Have a carrot and fucking...
Steam some kale, bro.
Do you know what I'm going to do?
I know so
This is what I'm
much
going to do. You ready for
organic
this?
kale. Yeah.
I'm going to... This is how I'm going to jumpstart this diet. I'm going to take an Ambien and then wake up in the morning, take a Xanax, and then sleep the half of the day, and I'll be down like 2,000 calories already.
I like it.
What are you eating?
I don't know. Egot left it here. Chocolate covered cherries, I think.
Ugh. See, I don't have much of a sweet tooth. That's the other thing with me.
That's good.
I have a salty tooth. I retain a lot of water because I love salty shit.
Right. It's water weight.
Yeah, I'll piss it out.
No, for sure. For sure. You're obese in water weight.
I just sweat it out.
You have an obese level of water in you. You guys with your fucking justifications. Big J. I eat normal. I don't know what it is. Yeah, okay. Maybe it's your meals on the way to go get some meals with people. Maybe it's something to do with that. I don't know. Whatever.
Do you know what Jay and I are doing?
What?
We're doing a comedy cruise.
You thinking of putting that together?
Yeah.
He was asking me about it.
We were talking about it. We're definitely doing
It's
it.
interesting. I mean, we always talked about like a death squad.
Dude,
thing.
I'm telling you right now, Christine's going to spearhead it.
Here's the only thing you'd have to work out.
What?
And there's not to be rude, but like when he says he goes on like Shiprocked,
Yeah.
stuff like that, I'm like, you could walk around and be okay because most people aren't fans of you there. You just happen to be some of the entertainers there.
Yeah.
If you do a comedy cruise, everybody on there is for comedy. You'll never be able to just get left alone and be able to have a fun time with your friends.
We talked about
Always
this,
be
though.
interrupted for pictures and saying something, the things you were talking about. You can't just get lost in it. You also can't do heavy drugs if you're on people like, what are you on?
Yeah. What about this? What about a destination event? Like, what if we say, hey, we're all going
Running
to
of the
Cabo?
Bulls. Running of the Bulls.
Why do you want to go to the Running of the Bulls so
Because
bad?
I want to do it so bad now.
Life is so fragile.
I know. You got to fucking take advantage of this stuff before you're too old.
Jesus, you should have had a show on Travel Channel.
I should have what?
You should have had a show on Travel Channel. You would have fucking loved that show.
What show?
Trip Flip, just traveling the world doing crazy shit every day.
That would have been fun.
You would have loved it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe we should pitch a show called Ari's Bucket List. And I'll just go with you and take you to do all the shit you wanted to do.
Fun stuff.
And it's
Should
like,
do the
and it's
thing.
just me not wanting to do it and you being excited. We're at the Running of the Bulls. Oh, fuck.
You can jump up. You can jump off the side.
Yeah. Oh, no. Have you ever been to the Running of the Bulls? I've been there.
Really?
Yeah. It's not fucking. First of all, I was interested in his analysis of it, guys, because when I saw it, I stayed at that first turn. The first turn where all the fucking
Dead man's curve?
Yeah.
Where they all smash into the wall and then fall down and get up?
But like I saw dudes that were making it into the stadium way before they even saw a bull.
Right.
Like that's what I would have done.
Way before.
I would have just been like, I did it. I'm here. I'm safe.
That part would be okay, but what I want to do is like have them come close and then not like run with them and try to dodge them like Milo does, but just fucking, okay, I'm bailing. I'm hitting the wall now. I'm jumping up.
Yeah.
I'm getting the fuck out of this thing.
There were
Hit the fence.
and there were dudes getting straight up gored, like, and I was like, and it's just the subtlest accident that you don't see coming.
Yeah, or like if you go to jump on the fence and then your hand slips,
Yeah, and then all of a sudden,
bull's coming at you.
and that was fucking intense. And the fact that no one sleeps. You don't sleep the night before. You're up the whole fucking
Drinking?
night. Everyone. No one sleep. There's nowhere to sleep. There's no way to get a hotel room. It's fucking packed.
Oh.
People go into Pamplona and then fucking the second you get there, you just start drinking. You stay up all fucking night and then you go and do the Running of the Bulls. Dude, the coolest part about Pamplona is like there are bands, like big, not marching bands, but like big bands with a bunch of different instruments, just at 2 a.m. walking down the street playing. 5 a.m. just
Really?
yeah. That is one of the coolest parties I've ever been to in my life. Coolest party I've ever been to in my life, no questions asked, Corfu.
And like North Florida University,
No.
2001.
Corfu Pink Palace.
Corfu? What does that mean? What are those?
Corfu, Greece,
Corfu.
at
yeah.
the Pink Palace. I'm telling you when I say this, you know I've partied a lot in my fucking life.
I do know that.
There is nothing comparable to when I was 22 years old at the Pink Palace in Corfu. It's a huge resort, but it's only for fucking travelers. It's only for backpackers. They pick you up in a huge pink bus. Second you get on the bus, you do a shot of ouzo. They pull you in for sign up. You do ouzo. This is back in the day, and they said, "Hey, just so you know, we run credit cards with like a old school, so your companies won't be getting the bill for 3 months. So if you're running out of cash, use your credit card. You won't have to worry about for 3 months." People were partying like fucking lunatics. They do another shot of ouzo, and then they'd say, "All right, go down to the beach at dinner, take off your sheets to your bed, come in naked, and it's a toga party."
No way.
And it was fucking 500 naked kids in togas with beautiful, I'm talking gorgeous Eurotrash, and fucking big. It was one of the craziest parties. Then all of a sudden you hear Greek music and everyone gets in a fucking circle, and Dr. George, who owns the place, comes out, and he's got an assistant who's carrying a stack of like 40 plates, and he's balancing them, and Dr. George is doing the big Greek dance with the chair on his chin, and
Really?
everyone's fucking going crazy, and then the music slows down, and he grabs the chair, puts it in the center, and he grabs the plates, and he just walks over and smashes it over your fucking head.
What?
And people are sticking their heads in the center, and he's smashing plates over people's heads.
What?
And everyone's like, wow! And you're just getting like slightly concussed as he just... And then he gets someone on the chair, and they dance around the chair for the person, smash a plate on their head. Wow. It's one of the coolest parties I've ever been to. They take you out in the mornings. They go, you just sit on the beach and like, all right. It's almost like the Leonardo DiCaprio movie, The Beach. They're like, who wants to go to the Rock? And you're like, everyone fucking piles into this boat. They got cases of Lowenbrow, and they pull you out to a rock that's like maybe like quarter of a mile out to sea. Drop you off on one rock, just a rock, and across from the rock are two big rocks, like 90 feet tall.
Yeah.
And they're going, all right, climb that rock, jump off. And you just sit on this rock and drink, and everyone cliff dives all day.
Damn.
I'm telling you, one of the best parties I've ever been to in my life. Like nights where you're with like 3 fucking Dutch chicks, and it's you and your buddy, and the Dutch girls just go down to the beach, get naked, and swim out to a boat, and you swim out with them, and then you're all naked on a boat. I'm telling you, if I could be 22 again and have one night to party, I'd fucking fly to Corfu, Greece. I'd go to the Pink Palace, and I'd get a job there. One of the most beautiful girls I've ever seen was a Canadian chick. She had bull horns, this tourist sign on her neck. She was absolutely gorgeous. And the first time I went to the Pink Palace, I went there twice. That's how good it was.
Pink Palace.
The first time I went, I saw her there, and I was flirting with her. She was really gorgeous, like kind of out of my league. And I was like, oh, whatever. And I left. And I came back again after Amsterdam, after we went to the Anne Frank house with those people.
Yeah.
All my buddies. I'd met all those guys flying dildos. I told them all. Like, the whole story is, we went to Flying Dildos. I met these fucking 8 different people at Flying Dildos. We all went to the Anne Frank house. And then these guys are like, I'd do anything with you. You're the funniest guy in the fucking world. And I was like, literally, let's get on a, has anyone been to Corfu? And they're like, nope. We all got on a fucking train. An overnight train from Amsterdam to Bari, Italy, took a fucking ferry over to, and when they walked into Corfu, they're like, this is heaven.
Really?
Heaven. It was one of the greatest fucking times I've ever had in my life.
Damn.
Oh, the fucking like, all the food's already paid for, and they have gyros, whatever. Oh,
yeah.
It's fucking greatest.
Zeros.
Oh, that was pretty fucking insane.
That's cool.
Yeah, I got to show you the rock on the Pink Palace, because I don't know if I explained it.
That's Robert Kelly.
Did he text?
Yeah.
What did he say?
It's on there. I forgot. 511.
Pink Palace, Greece. Oh, God damn it, this place. Just go to images.
Let's see.
This is the Pink Palace. Just take a look at those images. It's like spring break for gorgeous Europeans.
Wow. Oh, and it is a Pink Palace.
It's all painted pink. The sheets are pink. Everything's fucking pink.
Oh, cool.
I met the state. You remember the show?
So you're out by the. Oh, so they take you on a pink boat out to that rock.
Yeah, that rock. You see that?
Yeah, they take you out to that rock.
And then there's cliff diving right there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Look at this party. Look at this fucking party.
Oh, everyone's in a toga.
Yeah, dude. It was.
Was there a bunch of fucking, or was it just like? It looks like there would.
There was. You know what it was? It was models, and there was no rules.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of models.
So
They look hot.
The second time I came back,
These are all women in pink togas, and like a couple dudes.
dude. The second time I came back,
Jesus.
I walked in.
All the dudes have fucking cut.
I walked in with my buddy Weicho. These 3 Canadian dudes, 3 dudes from UCF, an Australian guy, and a kid whose dad was a dentist from Nashville. His name was Tim. That's the only name I remember. Tim. Andy was the Australian, and Tim.
Yeah.
And we walked in. I swear to you, Ari. I swear to you. We walked in. They take you on a bus and they take you to check in. And it was basically like a dining hall where you'd fill out your forms to check in, and then you do a shot of ouzo. We walked in. I walked in with all these guys who had just met in Amsterdam, and the first thing the whole staff went, "The machine!"
What?
I swear to God. I swear to God. And I was like, "I'm back." I had so much fun there the first time. I was with my 3 friends, Tyler, Chad, and PJ. And the first night I met a model who was, smoking hot.
Yeah,
and we start dancing on the dance floor, and I'm doing, it's like it's stupid frat boy stuff, but I'm dancing with her, like humping the ground and doing push-ups, and I'm dancing around her, and everyone starts watching, and then she puts me in a chair and takes my shirt off. The place goes nuts, and then pulls my belt out, and the place goes nuts, and then stands me up and drops my pants, and I'm fucking naked, and everyone's going crazy, and I'm just sitting naked, like dancing, and she starts getting naked, and the place is going fucking nuts, dude. There's no fucking rules at this place. There were no fucking rules, and I was like, and no, we didn't hook up or anything, but it's like that energy was just insane. The second time I went back, I met the state, Michael Wayne. David Wayne, Michael Showalter,
Black.
Michael and Black wasn't there. Joe Latrulio.
They were all there.
Yeah, Camerino, Carrie, the girl.
I don't know them.
Oh, the whole state was there. And they were like, every time I bring it up to David Wayne, he's like, "Are you the guy I played volleyball with?" And I'm like, "No." And apparently you had this immense thing with a guy that played volleyball. That place was fucking insane.
10 biggest lies at Pink Palace.
What? Oh,
10 biggest
God.
lies at the Pink Palace. 1. I'm only staying one night.
Dude, no one stays. Like, literally, everyone's like, "We're only going to be here 2 nights." And then everyone's like, "It's our 7th fucking night."
I know how to ride a 4-wheeler. I'm getting up early tomorrow.
Oh, dude.
I'm never drinking ouzo again.
That's all you fucking do is wolf ouzo.
Someone else is in my bed. Someone else in my bed. Can I sleep with you tonight? I have a boyfriend back home. I just want to kiss you. You can keep your clothes on.
It was debauchery.
What do you think? I do this with every girl? You're special to me. Of course, I remember your name. And no, I'm really leaving tomorrow.
And the craziest part is, like, Dutch people just stay there.
Really?
Like, everyone that was Dutch and gorgeous just ended up getting a job there.
Damn.
In a parallel universe, I stayed and worked and found the love of my life, and we have a fucking ranch.
So hot. All these pictures of these people here are so hot.
Oh.
Boys and girls. Jesus. Enough.
And it's gorgeous. It's fucking Greece. The water's crystal blue. Like an idiot. Like, I think I would say I'm gullible.
Yeah.
But these guys, there's this is that not gorgeous? Yeah. There's this big platform that they do parasailing off of, and it's out in the water probably like a quarter of a mile. Maybe that's too far. It's definitely I could swim it, but it was a tough swim.
Right.
So it was maybe not a quarter of a mile, but it was definitely far. I said to the guys out there, I go, "That's a far swim." I go, "What are sharks like out here?" And they're like, "Oh, the Mediterranean, too salty for sharks." And I was like, oh, thank God. And I totally swam out to this thing. And I was like, I said to the guys we swam out with all these guys, I was like, yeah, thank God it's so salty that sharks can't be here. And they're like, who told you that? And then I was on the swim back. I'm like, there's sharks? We're like, hell yeah, there's sharks here, great whites. And I was like, oh, fuck.
What?
Yeah. And so the swim back was a little scary. Yeah, Pink Palace is fucking amazing.
That sounds fun.
Dude, I've had some, like, these are the reasons I would never quit drinking. Is like,
You had good times on booze.
just sometimes where you go like when you ski to one of those skiing chalets in Switzerland, and they've got the fire going and they've got warm white wine waiting for you, and they're like, come on in, and there's a fucking dog by the corner, and you just sit down and you have the best fucking drinks of your life. You get a little buzz and you walk outside and the stars are all out and you're like, I'm in fucking Switzerland. That's why, it bums me out when you think like of the guy who's like, I can't because I have a problem with alcohol and I get crazy, and that night turns into me fucking hitting my wife, and you're like, that sucks that you fucked that up.
Oh, right. That you can't just enjoy it.
That you can't just go in there and enjoy it and go, I'm gonna definitely get buzzed and I'm gonna have a great time and I'm gonna pass out and I might be hungover tomorrow, but that was worth it. I fucking drank in an igloo in Switzerland with I had a German Shepherd, Saint Bernard with me, and fucking me and the Saint Bernard in an igloo, just drinking rum, just staring up at the skies. Oh, it's fucking those moments. Like, how do you fucking,
Yeah. Yeah, you still have to do that with booze. But then the problem is when you're doing it just randomly on a plane.
But that does get problematic. It's a bunch of Band-Aids. We're putting on Band-Aids on Band-Aids. But the other thing is, and I'll say this, there is no better feeling than like I told this story a little bit the other day, but is like we were in Vietnam and we got done a hike in and out of the jungle, 6 hours in, 6 hours out.
What?
And yeah.
How many meals did you have in that time?
None. We had one in the cave. We stayed in a cave. Wow. And so I walked 33,000 steps there and 33,000 out. And it was like fucking uphill, hard as fuck on the way out. And you're carrying a pack and you got Sherpas, and you get back to the farm stay you're staying at, and a guy offers you just a little hit of like this high energy hash. And you're like, you just hit it and you're like, God damn it, man. The rice patties seem clean, like the sun setting on that oxen's head, and it just, like, you're like, there's nothing better than this feeling.
Yeah.
And you're like everything seems beautiful, like I can notice leaves, like leaves you go, wow, those leaves really accentuate the tree. Like that is what I go, I feel bad. Once again, I feel bad for the person that
can't enjoy that.
Fucked that up for themselves.
Dude, I walked up the Great Wall of China. I just hiked until it breaks down. They stop upkeeping it, and then just like trees are overgrowing it. And I walked past there, and right before I got to that part, it's pretty much the end. There's some guy up there, and he's selling beer. He's like, "Want one?" I'm like, "No." I was like, "You sure?" I was like, "Oh no, yeah, of course I want one."
Yeah.
And I sat there and drank beer with this fucking Chinese guy.
Oh.
And it was great. It was a great beer.
Oh, dude, we were on a boat in Fiji, on a liveaboard boat, and all the Fijians were hanging out in the netting of the catamaran, one of the catamarans, big catamaran. And we come around the corner, and we're like, I come around the corner of the boat, and I see them up there. I was like, "What's up, guys?" And they're like, "Nothing." They're like, "Come on over." So I sit down with them. I was like, "What are you guys doing?" They're like, "We're having kava." And I was like, "Okay," or kava, whatever. Yeah. And I go, "Oh, what is it?" And they're like, "It's a drug. It's you drink it. It's like marijuana." And they're like, "It makes you feel relaxed. It makes you feel good."
I've heard of it. Yeah.
And so they grind it up. There's a plant. They grind it up. They pour it. It's like a soapy white bowl. Mix it up with their hands. And they're like, take like 7 big bowls. So like, you take the first bowl and your mouth goes numb
instantly,
and you're just like, what? You're like, and then all of a sudden you're like, okay, I am feeling like relaxed, like calm, like really calm. And then you take like fucking 4 more bowls, 5 more bowls, and you're just drinking them. It's like, it looks like it's not even pretty. It's not like it's beautiful like you think. It's just a plastic cereal bowl, and you just drink it. And all of a sudden you're high as fuck, and you're like, this is fucking nice. And you're like, and I say that, like, that's the reason I say I'll never quit drinking, for that moment where you're sitting with 7 Fijians and you're just out at sea. And then they go, we hear the other boats partying, and they go, come on, let's swim over. and you're in the middle of the fucking ocean, and you're high, and you've had a couple beers, and you dive into the ocean, and it's fucking probably 200 feet below you, and you're just swimming, and it's calm, and there's stars everywhere, and everyone's laughing, and you walk into this other boat. It's like those moments like that, I literally say that's why I try to keep myself in check so that I can always appreciate those moments.
Yeah.
You know? I think I live for those in a weird way. I think that's also my problem so when you do something regular with your family, like
you're like, boring. I was like, I got my recital. Ugh.
We go to Hawaii like once a year, and the girls are like, Dad, you want to go snorkeling? And
I'm
like,
turtle. Fuck you. Turtle sucks.
But it's weird that this high adventure like we went to
as a family.
We went to the luau? Went to the luau, and I was like, in my head, I'm like, I don't want to drink. I don't want to just be the only one drinking in my family. Like I'm gonna be fine. So we sit watching the luau, and I'm just like, this is mind-numbingly boring. Like I would rather eat my flip-flop than watch the rest of this. And I was just like, how the fuck? And I'm looking around, and I'm like, how the fuck do like real legit sober people, like guys who are like, yeah, how does Dane Cook enjoy this? Like, how does he sit there and go, this is amazing? Maybe he doesn't.
Yeah.
But I was like, and I was looking at my wife, and she's like, are you having a blast? And I was like, do you like this?
But most people do it that way, sober.
Most people do it
somewhat
that way.
sober.
Yeah.
Dude, there was a meteor shower once, or a shooting star shower once, and we're in LA. We're on the roof of the store trying to look at it. We're like, can't see it, too much light pollution. They're like, it's supposed to happen all night. And we're like, we could just go to Joshua Tree right now. And then we're like, does anyone have any mushrooms? We're like, let's make some calls. We all started making calls, like, who has mushrooms, We couldn't find any. We called for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, but like all our sources was like, no, it's dry. It's tough on the last minute.
Yeah.
And then they were like, fuck. And they're like, well, can we go without mushrooms? And people were like, does anyone do that? And then we're like, yeah, idiots. Most people
do it. I would definitely do it without mushrooms.
I'm like, no, we got no concept of that.
Yeah, I think those moments, like when you just said that, let's go to Joshua Tree.
Yeah,
that got me excited.
Yeah,
like
a box of wine, fucking go nuts. If that's what you want to do,
have a cigar.
Yeah.
Oh,
and a couple cigars. I want to have a celebration cigar for my special. Maybe I'll have it tonight or tomorrow.
See, that's the problem. I have a hard time celebrating things.
Taking a day and like,
I have a hard time celebrating things. Like, I love the impulse of like let's go to Joshua Tree. Yeah. I love that feeling. It's one of the reasons I like Dimitri Martin. Is I remember one time we were walking down the street and he was just like, "Hey, you want to go to Atlantic City?"
You just went,
and I was like, "Let's go." He's like, "Come on, let's go." And we just went to his mom's house, borrowed his mom's car, drove to Atlantic City.
Really?
And it was fucking amazing.
Wow.
And I was like, that's what I'm fucking talking about. And just being in the car and talking and bullshitting. I love that shit. My favorite feeling in the world is, I want to do a podcast like this, but it probably wouldn't work. But like, get like 8 comics in like a camping.
Get them in a car.
Get them in like a
RV.
No.
Plane.
Like,
Taco.
In like one of those camp scenarios where we're all in bunk beds, and then start the podcast at like midnight when the lights go out and people are talking to each other. Oh. Do you remember that energy when you were a kid?
And one by one you just drop off.
And you just are like, and you just say jokes like, oh, those were the best times.
Yeah, it's camp, sleepaway camp. We listen to Dr. Ruth and all just start laughing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Dr. Ruth would talk about sex.
Yeah. It's like, what? Oh my God. That happens. We're all, little virgin
How much
kids.
time have we done?
Plenty. If you want to go, you got to go to Opie.
I gotta go to Opiate in LA this week.
So your special's on it Thursday night again. This Thursday. Friday?
Yeah, what's the part you're gonna use? What's the part you're gonna use at the intro? I love that you do that.
I just look through it and find something.
I could never do it.
Little teaser.
I could never do it.
I skim and just like, oh, that'll work. 20 seconds.
Yeah. Yes. My special airs Friday night, November 11th at 10 p.m. Friday night, 11/11 to 10 p.m. 11/11 to 10 p.m. Just tune in, watch it. Tweet your friends, tell your friends, promote it, please.
Oh yeah,
thank you.
If everyone tweets, then more people will watch it.
Yeah, the more you talk about it. But obviously, I'm certain. Listen, if you want to write a horrible fat tweet, that's fine. But then write a positive one too, or at least follow me so that I know that you're a fan and not just some asshole.
Right, when you see somebody like, hey, fuck you, and you're looking like, you're not even following. What?
Yeah,
Get out of here.
I had to fucking block some guy. He was like, Tom and Tina are right. Bert's a human piece of shit.
Oh, Jesus.
and I was like, at first it was like so aggressive. I kind of giggled. I was like, what the fuck? And then I checked and I was like, he doesn't follow me. And then I was like, oh, fuck him. You're not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
I was like, I've only blocked a handful of people. I blocked some guy because I called out Anthony Bourdain and for something stupid that I do definitely all the time.
Yeah.
I humble brag.
And what did some guy tell on you?
Some guy was like,
Tagged him and said,
Yeah.
you said this. Anybody does that, I'm like, you're blocked instantly. I don't want you around in my life in any way. Usually I just mute people so they can still.
muting them is like vaporizing them.
Yeah, it's
they don't even know they've been
But
muted.
I'll just full block. Like, I want nothing to do with you ever. Get away from me. You're a tattletale. Why would you go out to that person and let them know someone said shit about them?
Fuck is wrong with that person?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't get that. And so I've muted people.
People talk shit. They don't have to go to the person and try to like. Did you see Sarah's dress yesterday? It was terrible. You don't have to go to Sarah and tell her, hey, your dress was terrible.
Yeah. So if just tweet something pleasant along with your be funny.
Freeze
Be
frame
fucking-
his fat belly and make memes out of it.
Yeah, be funny. I will always laugh at funny.
Yeah.
Like I said to Jim, I was like, I remember one time when he got in that fight with Lindy West. And Lindy West was reading all the mean tweets she had gotten, and fucking 80% of them you're like, God damn it, man, what the fuck's wrong with that person? But then there's one or two where you're like Lindy West, I hope a refrigerator falls on you, and you're just like, God, that was a good one.
All right. Well, very good. Check out your podcast called The Bertcast.
So when's the weight loss challenge? By November 3rd or January 3rd?
January 1st, 2nd, and 3rd.
Should not simply not be obese.
Not be obese for 3 consecutive days. At
Not
some
be
point,
obese.
3 consecutive days.
And is it the person that's least obese?
Well, between the two of you, you just have to lose that fucking weight, I guess. But like, I don't think you can do it. I don't think either one of you will do it by then.
Do you think that is it the
obese.
person that's least obese has to pay for the trip?
I'll tell you what. If you guys both are not obese, I'll pay for the trip.
Oh, Tom's gonna like that. Now I'm gonna fucking inspire Tom.
If you're both not obese for 3 consecutive days,
This is win-win for me. This is win-win for me. All I gotta do is just not be obese.
yeah, you're not going to do that.
No, I will. I'm halfway there.
What does that mean, halfway there?
Because I could be a lot more obese.
Well, lost no weight. Like, could be more obese. Halfway from what to
I'm
what?
halfway there.
You're fully in obese right now.
I'm only 20
Halfway
pounds
there. You
away
didn't just
from
lose
obese.
25 pounds. You need 25 more. You've lost nothing. You've lost nothing.
Yeah, so I've got a great starting position. Considering that I've lost no weight, I'm starting off at 0. I'm great.
Yeah.
I got Fit Camp or Fit CrossFit. I got CrossFit. I got running. I got diet. I got a new house I'm moving into. I'm gonna juice and shit. Oh, I can't
you
wait.
guys with the juice. You drink fucking 500 calories of juice a day on
I
top
drink,
of your diet.
No, I do Vitamix. I do kale. I do a handful of berries, a cup of almond milk, protein.
I know, but then
lean green.
also not beef jerky. You have to also not do the other stuff.
I'm gonna not do that. My discipline's fucking.
Oh,